post it everywhere. Boop, boop.
Take your time. I am setting up a session for tomorrow.
Coolio. All right, I am posted in all 3 spots. All right. And it looks like I am live. All right. So, hello again, Internet, and welcome back to the latest session of Pathfinder 2nd Edition, The Tomb of Annihilation. And how are you doing, my players?
Doing all right.
I'm good, player.
No, I'm doing good.
Love cricket sounds. But
Thank you.
all right. I guess we will hop right in, and if Gasa, Mr. Tomko, was gracious with the beautiful recaps that he does.
Certainly. Let me open it up. God, that's a lot of stuff to scroll down through. Okay, here we go.
Oh.
God, I wrote like 8 paragraphs for this one. We continued, so after defeating the cannibal party, they continued northwards, back towards Port Nyanzaru, and tested out the jug of alchemy on their way. Anadi's condition turned to the worse. He had a disease, but fortunately he managed to recover from it before we even made it back to port. Once back in town, we delivered the soldiers to the local chapter and talked about getting Commander Breakbone removed from his post. We met with Sister Sheelan, who compensated the party, letting them stay at the place for free, though they would still need to provide their own food. She was also able to grant the party a striking rune and 15 gold pieces before she had to return to her duties. Hurting for cash, the party decided to go to the gladiator pits and check out how Taban was doing. While the rest of the party was attending to this task, Gasa stayed behind to transfer the striking rune to Zig's axe. At the gladiator pits, they met with Taban, noting that she was injured but living lavishly. She had earned the party another 30 gold pieces that she handed over. Deciding to spend at least one more day in town, the party did some shopping, earned some income, and Alexander took part in the gladiatorial rings. During his actual fight, the party made sure to shit-talk him to everybody that was listening to increase the odds against him, so that they were able to bet on their friend, who, under the moniker of Chainbreaker, won against the Red Stench without a single blow being landed upon him. After verifying Sylvain's condition, discovering that she had gone comatose but is clinging to life, the party decided to set out towards Camp Vengeance, planning to go from there and crossing the uncharted parts of the jungle towards Kir Sabal. They acquired a staff of healing before leaving, picked up Undrel, and headed down the river, traveling for 4 days without incident. On the 4th day, they came across a pair of serpents wrestling with each other in the river over something. They recognized them as plesiosaurs that they wisely avoided. After another day of travel, while passing by Camp Righteous, the party saw a troop of monkeys in a frenzy that they also sailed past before wandering into a fog wall. The fog changed from white to blue and inflicted several of the heroes with a magical sickness. Gasa and Anadi became paralyzed from this mad monkey fever, and while Anadi eventually recovered, Gasa went on to become increasingly paranoid. Despite all this, the party managed to arrive safely at Camp Vengeance.
And we pick up immediately there. As you guys come sailing in, or rowing in more accurately, on this day, you can tell that you are on the cusp of Camp Vengeance. And you guys can either stop here again, you can continue down the river, you can pull off somewhere else. This world is literally your oyster. Shuck it how you want.
We want to go back to Port Nyanzaru.
Alrighty.
I think everybody's a little tired of that place.
I do think we had some plans to talk to this guy here, let him know what was happening.
Andrel, tell him that he's fired. He's got to come home.
We did not succeed on doing that, from what I recall.
Well, we don't know. I think she has orders or something.
But alright. if you guys go to pull into Camp Vengeance, the first notable distinction is there is you don't really call it a huge vessel, but there is a much larger river craft than you guys have typically been seeing going up and down the river. There is a sort of like a docking bridge that you could see people loading and offloading from onto a more sturdy and drier part of the shore. And you can hear noises of people essentially working and conversing. Every so often, you can still hear some coughing or some sneezing. But as you guys, I guess, pull in somewhere along the shore where you can, you guys disembark and begin to make your way into Camp Vengeance. And we don't really need to look at the map, but I'll just pull it up anyway.
Oh,
And
how'd you get back in the tent?
once you guys pull in, the main gates are open. There are several people standing guard at the gates and up top. Those who remember you, they let you in. Be like, hey, you're the guys who helped us out. Uh, as you guys are walking in, you can see that there's people doing, as I mentioned, sort of back break labor. People working on the moat. There's people who appear to be shoveling out bodies and trying to drag what they can into the river. There's people digging the best they can, sort of like moat isn't the right word, but like small little drain trenches inside the fort itself, as well as people working on more stable flooring and such. People, just being hard at work. And yeah, uh, it's really what direction do you guys want to do? It's up to you guys.
I looked to Alexander. He wanted to come back here for sure.
I think he's still away from his desk.
3 minutes for soup, he said. It's 7 minutes later.
Oh, wow.
I know he can hear us. I think he's got those wireless. Oh, no, he's typing. He's slurping on that soup. Yeah, I can hear you. Yep.
He's slurping hard. He's a hard slurping boy. But, well, if he's busy eating something, anyone else? Is there anyone else who would like to, I guess, take lead on anything they would like to do here? Or are you guys kind of like, we came here, everything looks fine,
look to
let's go
gossip.
do something else?
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the reasons we came down here was to make sure that they knew people were coming to like lend aid, but the people got here before us. So
Yep.
we have
I can't remember if I told you guys, but the day that you guys, the next day after you guys got back to town, you guys were chilling at the Order of the Gauntlets Temple. You remember seeing a bunch of people being busy. Undrel, if you guys would have asked her or anyone else essentially working there, you would have known that it was essentially a shipment of dudes getting ready to be sent out to come down here as their new duty station.
it does sound familiar, but
So they set out. I think you guys were in town for like 3 days, so they got here 2 days essentially before you guys.
Yeah.
Damn.
And yeah, there's a lot more helping hands around here.
Yeah, I mean, if they want more help, I mean, I wouldn't mind staying to do a little bit, but we should probably get moving further into the jungle.
yeah, unless we want to recruit Lorsa or Wolf or anything.
Entirely up to you guys.
On the big map, while we were taking our way on the boats down here.
Whipping out the big map.
Yeah. Just, if we were on the boats or on the way with the boats down here, there is a little designated location. Is that on our map?
Yes. For your guys, everything on this map is as you see it. This is the map that Syndra gave you. Everything is, according to her, when she gave it to you, this is the most accurate and complete map of Chult, all in one map, essentially, to say it over again.
Yeah. And Natty's gonna, during our time on the boat, he's gonna lean over to his buddies and be like, hey, perhaps we should probably ask if any of them know about this place called Mimbala or have heard of the location about it.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah. Like, city, potentially, fortress, whatever it could be.
One moment, actually.
Do I know it?
Go ahead, anyone who's native to Chult, you guys can make
Hi.
a society check if you would like.
Okay.
I do. Question.
Yes. Well,
Does this relate to my feat of a ancient location? Ancient peoples, histories, and or artifact, or possibly location. Archaeologist dedication.
I will say for this, no.
Okay. Then I will just roll my check normally. 15.
All right. The three of you
4 rolls.
are not familiar with the name Imbala. You're not sure what it is. It could be a settlement. It could be ruins. It could be a mountain. It could be a cave. It could be a lake. It's
Be a
just a
shoe.
single designation on the map with no form of topography, I think is the right word. As you can see, Sildra tried to do her best to mark rivers and forests and mountains and such.
Well, we could always ask the two people that were above the gate to see if they know anything.
They are Chult natives, so.
Yeah, and since it seems like they've been out here for a while, so they might know more.
Alrighty. Well, if you would like to move you guys back here, if you guys would like to interact with Lorsa and Wolf, excuse me, they are typically where they typically hang out, which is up here in the quote unquote armory slash guard room. You find them, kind of just mostly chilling, playing like card games with some of the other people, the other guards and such who are on their break. They see you guys and they bid you a friendly welcome, seeing that you're not dead yet.
Like, hey guys, we have a hunch that you've been out here for a while, and we were just wondering if you knew anything about Mambala.
They kind of chuckle when you say a while, but they go, Bala. That name doesn't sound familiar. They're like,
All
what?
right.
What is it?
We're not sure. We have like a general idea on where it's at. A little west of here,
Do you show them the
right?
map?
No.
Okay.
Get that shit out of them.
No.
They go west of here. They know. They go west of here. We know that there is some deforested area. A little bit of where the forest has kind of begun to die away, but for the most part, it's full-on jungle. They've only been a couple days out that direction. They try not to go too far from camp.
All right. And just like, and how familiar are you guys with like the area around here?
They say we're pretty familiar. We've been here for quite a while. We lead basically we're in charge of the hunting expeditions to make sure that the people here have plenty of food and drink. And
All
so
right.
we've been hired to take some of our men out every couple of days to go and acquire what we can.
Well, since a new large group just came in to help, fix this place up, would either of you want to come with us?
They kind of look each other over, and they say, well, we are being paid to man this place. Would you be providing compensation?
We can figure something out. How much are you guys being compensated for?
Let me.
And not enough.
I'd like to perceive if they lie, by the way.
They go. We each are being paid uh, 5 gold a day, but we get that. We got a. They tell you that they got a prepayment, like a lump sum before the
Prepaid
expedition.
plan.
Yeah, and then they will get a larger portion of that sum once they are done with whatever this is. Because you don't really need money while you're out here in the jungle.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well,
We
would
cannot
you?
offer them that.
No.
True, but would you
Yeah, is
guys
it
be
5
willing to
gold
haggle?
each?
Yep, 5 gold.
A day, dog.
Hey, what the fuck?
Well,
Even
I mean,
like 1 gold a day is too
Yeah.
rich for Agasa's blood.
Can I see if they're lying for how
Sure.
much they say they have? Oh, rolling dog shit. But get the
you
bad
are-
rolls now.
You are unsure, but you do think that 5 gold a day does sound pretty high. But you yourself, uh, being that you do have other interactions with the other quote unquote guides from Port Narnzaru,
Hmm.
you know that 5 gold a day is pretty standard for like the higher tier guides.
Yeah,
I should be charging you all extra. What the fuck?
Yeah, the better you pay, the better you get.
true. Well, I mean, we could always work something out to where they'll get like a portion of the stuff that we find, while exploring.
Think about it.
If you're,
Maybe if we come back from
Yeah,
college,
let's go get companions that are free.
All right.
Andrew, come on.
Yep.
Exactly.
You got Undril. with you.
Ollie!
Oh boy.
But yeah, they're happy to make more small talk with you if you guys are in the mood for it. But if not, you can just leave them to their card games.
There is a few things that I wouldn't mind asking them about.
Alrighty.
While we have you here, have you guys heard anything about the Skull Chalice of Chicago? However you say that, Zach.
Excuse me?
Let me look at your. I forgot how it's spelled too.
Look, Alex can't say it. Zig can say it. It's fine.
Yes.
I don't even remember this.
Chicago.
Okay.
They
Pokapakapoo?
Hickapakapoo.
Akape.
They take a moment, but they don't seem to recognize the name.
All right. The next question is: do they know of the?
Well, actually, just thinking real quick.
Mhm.
Let me double check.
I'll allow it.
In response,
In response to you thinking I use Bonmo.
okay.
You could no longer think.
Mind Crush.
God, it's been forever since I've seen that series.
I was watching it today. Not the original though.
Hmm.
I honestly I've been like obsessed with the 2010 World Championship game for like the past week, and it's been taking up all of my free time. I don't control my ADHD obsessions. I'm sorry.
I found a website that has like the entire series of Mystery Science Theater 3000 on it.
Nice.
I've been watching all of those. Good time.
Yeah, that stuff's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I saw
then-
a high schooler's thesis on like Homestuck the other day,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Dog, you were born like after this series ended. I don't think you should get an opinion on whatever the fuck you think this is."
All right. Yeah, these guys, they don't know it. They have
All
not,
right.
they're not familiar with the name.
And then I'll also bring up the Ring of Winter and the Soon sisters.
So, sisters.
They also are not familiar with the Ring of Winter, but Lorsa has heard of the Sohn sisters. She goes, I mean, why are you interested in a kid's fairy tale?
Well, we've come into a couple instances on where they were brought up like a talking ghoul and such, and we were just wanting to find some more info about them.
She goes, well, I mean, it's a little weird that like monsters out in the jungle would bring that up, but she essentially gives you a little not quite a history lesson, but just a little abbreviation of the story. And essentially, it's a old Choltian, childhood, basically like the boogeyman type story of three old uh, old women that like kidnap and eat kids, and they were they were a story that were kind of passed around the different Choltian civilizations. One of the few things that they seem to have in common, or at least people think they had in common.
Okay. All right.
Uh,
Well, if anything ever, if you hear anything about them, just remember it, and if we run into you again, just let us know.
she keeps it in mind.
Do you know why they are called Sohn sisters?
Uh, this, according to the story, she says they're called the Sohn sisters because they were three seamstresses. They were known
Oh,
for.
really?
Oh,
I'm a
yeah.
seamstress.
Oh,
I wonder if we could trade. Oh, wonderful.
she goes. I don't know if you want to trade
Yeah.
secrets with
Wait a
them.
minute, Gossa.
They were known
Too eager,
for
too eager.
stitching people closed to turn them into bags after they ate them.
Oh, that's really like useful because Goss is good at tearing them open.
Oh boy.
I'm not saying
Yes.
that in character.
Shut up.
All right. Well, it was nice chatting. I'll turn to the rest of our group and I'll be like, so are we just wanting to like leave our boats here and just go into the wilderness, or are we wanting just to follow the river until it stops?
Probably be
Well,
good to follow the river.
DM, does the map get better? Can we see more once we travel into the areas?
Not really. Once you start going into these blank areas, it will be me drawing. It's essentially
Okay.
you as the characters will be filling out the map with what you find.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. I mean, we can possibly take the river longer if potentially. And now he's going to follow the trail on the map, and he's going to also notice that on the other side of the map, there's another trail of water. The question is does this go the whole way through the island, or is there a mountain in between, which could be Mbala?
We're making our way to Kirsabal, right?
Yeah, but Mbala is a potential location that's closer.
Yeah.
And we technically don't have much to go on other than the Sohn sisters. We just know that Kirsabal is our only safe place that is deeper in the jungle.
I think
Do you ask them the brother and sister, what's further south.
Sure, why not? What's further south?
You ask them what's further south, and they say the river goes on for about another day, and then it hits a waterfall, which goes up to what is called the Aldani Basin, which is
Waterfall
essentially
up or waterfall down?
So for you, it'd be going up because the waterfall
Okay.
is coming down, which makes
That's
the
good.
river flow north.
Good.
But they tell you it's a place called the Aldani Basin, and it's just a large wetland uh, at higher elevation.
Hmm.
It spreads out for they haven't really explored much of it. They've only explored kind of like the crust here around where the waterfall would be. But essentially, it's a massive swamp wetlands type area that stretches out for days. And essentially,
Fun.
it makes a large, kind of like a large lake.
Okay.
I think we should follow the river. But you guys can.
I actually vote for the river too.
Yeah,
Just
that's
around
not
the
a bad
river
idea.
bend.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
All right.
Alrighty.
I also kind of want to check out that waterfall just to see if there's anything behind it, but
Gamer instinct.
I mean, only one way to find out, isn't there?
like I was talking about this on stream to Zach. It is my favorite thing when there's something behind a waterfall.
that's
Yeah,
funny.
but what happens when there's nothing behind the waterfall?
I get really sad.
Mm.
Well, prepare to get really sad.
Ah,
But yeah. Let's see. I cannot remember who made the last expedition roll, so we'll just start over again.
I think
a naughty.
Ben
Or
did.
Ben. Okay,
Did
so
I?
then
I
Darren.
feel like you did.
So
I have no
Alex.
we
Alexander.
can check. We can check the
Yeah.
last D4.
According to the table, it says D4 and nutty.
Oh, a
Yeah.
naughty. So yep, and then it goes to Gassa. It is your turn.
Oh, okay. Well, at this point, should I be making another save against that mad monkey?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
You're too far gone. I'm sorry.
Yeah, for meta, since you now have a major madness, you now need professional help to get rid of that.
Oh, no, I'm not
Ow.
going to do that. That shit costs money.
It-
Fuck it. I'll tough it out.
All right, 2. And Gassa's technically in charge, so you can move your group to quote unquote squares. They obviously you can see them better in the blank areas, but
Yeah.
Where
Well, I'm
would
going
you
to be
guys-
following the river. So is this
Alright.
still like the river if I go? It looks like it is, but I'm not sure if it suddenly makes a 90-degree turn or something.
technically, yes, that is the spot of the waterfall. That's where the Aldani Basin starts.
Ah, okay.
You guys take essentially 2 days of rowing, and on the second day, if you would like to roll that percentile for me as well. 41.
You go. A-L-D-N-I? D-A-N-I? For Aldani?
Yes.
And
Aldani. Aldani
Zach.
Basin. Yes.
while we're getting into like the now uncharted areas,
Mhm.
if we get into spots where my shield starts glowing, I'll make sure everyone's aware of it.
Alrighty. That sounds like a good plan.
Have you explained what that means? The shield glow.
I honestly can't remember, but essentially, whenever any form of undead gets within 100 feet of me, my shield glows a dim blue light.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
It's Sting for undead.
Yeah.
As you guys on the second day, you guys come around the bend, and you can see it for a couple miles away. But I guess beautiful is a good word to describe it. A very beautiful waterfall comes from this. It's not quite a mountain, but it is more like sheer cliff type of land feature that just there's a big waterfall coming down from presumably the Aldani Basin, like the individuals said. And along with being able to see the waterfall, you can see that there's actually some people seemingly finishing their climb to the top of the waterfall. They're a little hard to make out, but you can make out the distinct shape of like humanoids, people, uh, sort of climbing at the top and standing up top. Can't make out any features about them though. They're basically just little shapes.
Mm.
Did we say something to him?
They probably
I
wouldn't
think
hear us.
I think we should just leave them be, considering they're, right next to raging waters.
Now,
Point.
does it look like we're gonna have to climb this to get to Mambala?
You're not sure. Because the waterfall's here, and ball is all the way over here.
All right.
Well,
How
what do
high
we
is the
see to
waterfall?
our west?
The waterfall is well over 50 feet high.
That's not too high.
Well, and I do have a
That
climbing
50 feet's
set.
pretty high.
So-
50 feet's high for y'all. I have a climbing speed.
Oh, well, good for you, Spider-Man.
Thank you. That's the whole point.
Yeah, if you guys do want to get up there, I do have a climbing kit and a grappling hook.
That would be
So we
very
get
helpful.
I used to
So-
have a grappling hook.
And that happened. So there's people on top of it, but we're not sure if they're good or bad. Can't tell what they are.
True.
Well, I suppose I could go take a look.
I always assume evil.
That's fair. Do you want me to go take a look? I don't mind.
All right, it's up to you.
I'm the guide. I'm asking the party who is hiring me.
if we think
We're all
that we need-
a cohesive group now. I mean,
Oh, that's precious.
We're a
I think we need to
family.
go this way for my
Yeah, with the Bee Gees. All right. Well, how about I just take a look, and then
All right.
afterwards, then we figure out if something's wrong. Firstly, I'd like to stealth into the brush using my ability to just disappear,
All
and
right.
then I'll try and climb up the side of the wall away. Like I want to say, 60 feet down the road away from where the party is, so that if there's the group up there still, and they might be, and if they're looking at my friends, they'll be, hopefully looking in a different direction.
All right. So you skulk out and begin to ninja your way through the overgrowth. And
When I get to climbing, I turn back into a spider.
alrighty. And you turn into a spider. And as you are climbing up this cliff, these people are frightened by the sight of Shelob coming to kill them.
But they're stealthy.
Make a stealth check if you are trying
Yeah.
to actively be not noticed by them.
I would like to attempt that, yes. So stealth. That's
17.
much better than better than
Alright.
before.
It's not bad.
You feel you're being pretty stealthy. It does take a little bit of time to, essentially climb up this mountain. But
30-foot climbing speed takes me 2 actions.
way to just be meta about it. All right. Yeah, you begin to make your way up the side of the cliff with your spidery speed. And how close are you wanting to get to these individuals?
Well, to be really
Uh,
technical, if he's being stealthy about it, it takes him like 4 actions.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. It takes a turn and a
That
half.
is true. That is true. I cannot stealth at full speed and climb at full speed. That is very true.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for trying to lie to you, DM. I'd like to stay at a distance where I can see them and I'm hidden.
All right.
So I'd like effectively I get to the ledge and I just peek my eyes over and see what I can see.
All right. If you're being a little peepee tom at them, go ahead and make a
Yeah.
perception check to see if you can identify them or
Oh,
notice any
I'd
distinct
let-
features.
I'm using the hero point. I'm tired of rolling low.
Okay.
20. I'll take it.
All right. These individuals are very outdoorsy dressed type individuals, which you would hope them to be out here this far in the jungle. They are wearing a distinct color pattern, though, of yellows and greens. all of them, so that it seems to be an intentional color choice. And
Mm.
so, because of that, you think they might be members of something called the Emerald Enclave.
Oh. Okay.
And you don't know too much about them. You have seen them around in Port Narnzaru, and from the best you can tell, they're another one of the many type of quote unquote mercenary groups, kind of like the Flaming Fist or Lord's Alliance or Order of the Gauntlet. Just various groups have been attracted to Chult over the past couple of days, well, weeks, and these guys
bunch
are
of druid folk.
they seem to be all about nature. Not quite hippies, as they will throw a fist if need be, but they are all about, from what you have been able to discern from people talking about them and maybe what little interactions you yourself have with them, they're all about preserving the natural order of nature and basically killing undead.
Okay, so they are anti-undead. I was gonna say, there's no fucking way. Chult is Vietnam, basically. There's no way these fuckers are hippies out here. They never came.
I mean, the Ewoks were hippies. Very vicious
but
hippies.
the Ewoks, yeah, that's a little different. See, the hippies didn't try. That's the difference.
But yeah, you now have that knowledge of
Uh,
this group of individuals, and
Yeah, we
Let
had
me-
them in the notable factions of locale knowledge.
one moment as I 4. Okay.
What does that mean?
4.
Yeah, it means
How much
4.
damage you did?
As you are watching them, you can see that there is 5 members of this group.
Oh shit!
Interesting.
Well, when they were in Port Nyanzaro, did they harass anybody about how the wilderness is being treated out here, or did they're just like the rest of the factions that came over? They're like, okay, we're here to help take care of this problem, regardless if you want it or not.
You can recall that they have made quite a stink about the pit and the Red Run, but they haven't been like beating people up over it. They have
Why
just been
not?
very vocal.
Did-
They've been very vocal about it.
Did they make vocal towards the people in the pit or the animals?
Mostly the animals.
Yeah,
The
I knew it.
mistreatment of
Okay.
the animals.
Yeah, I'd make my way back down then.
All right.
Well-
you begin to make your way back down the waterfall, back to your party.
Yeah.
Anyone who is in the boat is watching. You can see a giant spider just
No, I
creeps
turned
up
back.
and stares at the unsuspecting
we all know
innocent
what we're
people
about.
at the top of the mountain, and then begins to
Ooh.
climb its way back down.
One of the
Yeah.
things that I thought about the most is that any of our secondary characters are going to have a hell of a time finding out that a natty is a natty.
No,
yeah.
you won't. Just wait till I'm level 5. It'll be pretty obvious. All right. Anyway, I make my way back down to my friends. There's a bunch of fucking what's like an adjacent to a hippie,
I mean,
like the hippie activists.
Bums.
Stoners.
Not really. They're more like they
terrorists.
can. Yeah.
Eco terrorists.
Yeah. Excellent. There's a bunch of eco terrorists up above. Normally, they're known as the Emerald Enclave.
Yeah, grass peddlers.
They're
yeah.
not. They're not really the worst kind of people, but if we start chopping up trees or something near them or hurting animals, they might get mad. But normally, they ain't too bad if you all want to come up. Or I could
Normally.
make my way up there. Well, normally. I mean, everybody's normally, not dangerous, I'd hope.
Probably be fine then.
Yeah. If they're civilized, I'd hope that they're not normally dangerous. They're not Kuru at the very least.
Zig,
indeed, they are not.
Yeah.
are you an expert in athletics?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, we could probably make our way up if we'd like to go to Mbala that direction. Otherwise, we gotta start trekking the other way.
Well,
Well,
are we looking
from-
to portage our boats, or are we
Actually,
tying them off here?
good point. I just thought of they might know about Mbala.
Oh, go and ask.
Oh, okay. I turn around. I turn
Well-
around, walk 10 feet, then I stop.
Well,
Obviously teasing.
it wouldn't be a bad idea to just get up there because that would make getting to Mumbala easier.
Maybe
So-
we can see them ball from the top.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so let's just find somewhere to hide our boats here and then try and
It's behind
climb.
the waterfall. We can check it for stuff while we do.
Actually, that's a good point, too, yeah.
Alrighty.
Probably try.
Whoever is going to take the lead on stashing the boats again, go ahead and make that, I guess, thievery check.
I have a 12 in thievery.
Yeah, I've got a 0, so you go for it.
I have a +3, so I get assist.
If you fail the assist, I'll take a negative. I'll just
Only if he critically fails.
Oh, okay, then sure, yeah, go for it. Go nuts.
Assist.
Ooh, that's a critical failure. Unless Zach is lowering the DC. The typical aid DC is 20.
Yeah.
Should
But
I use my hero
GM
point?
No,
The
no,
GM
it's fine.
can
It's
reduce
just, It's
it.
just a -2. It's just
All
a
right.
-2. I
It's
have
actually, I think, only -1, but I'll double check. You go. You
it's
go.
-1, he says so. 21.
All right.
20.
Yep, it's a -1. I verified.
Fallen. Perfect.
All right. Zig, he kind of picks not such a good spot, and then Nadi has to kind of correct him. Be like, "No, I think this spot would be better," and then tie him up to make sure. But then,
There's
yeah,
some leaves over them, branches.
your boats are hidden in this quadrant by the waterfall, or close to the waterfall. And so then, would you guys be climbing up?
Well,
Yeah.
there's no way we're not getting up there without being noticed. So,
Well,
I
at this
should-
time, it's been some time. You don't see them up
Oh.
there anymore. Seems that
Oh,
they
fuck.
have either wandered
Oh, no.
around the crest, or they've maybe gone further into the basin. But
Well, regardless, we were gonna go up there anyway.
give me the rope. I'll walk it up there. Hopefully, I can find something to tie it off. You will
All
climb.
right. Hands rope.
Takes rope with the grappling hook side. I will transform and start pitter-pattering my way back up.
all right,
Goss
you
is going
begin.
to cast. Goss is going to make herself a little bit lighter, because there's no way she's getting up under her own
Follow the
power.
expert, right? Can you not follow the
so-
experts?
I am still completely just untrained in athletics.
Oh, okay.
I can follow the expert, and I am not going to get much out of it. But I did just roll for it. Gossa normally weighs 86 pounds.
Oh my
I-
gosh!
She's very light. She's ephemeral.
Jeez, man.
Are you like 5'1"?
She is 5'9". She is very willowy.
What the hell?
Yeah, you are anorexic, my girl. We gotta get some meat on you.
Nope, she's just not all there.
Clearly.
In more than one way.
But she's gonna cast Vision of Weakness on Anadi. So Anadi, what's your lowest will save? Or lowest save?
What the fuck? Why? It's fortitude, I guess.
All right, and then she's gonna cast Vision of Weakness on Zig.
Mine's will.
Okay.
Wait, does this
Okay.
affect me anyway?
Nope.
Oh, thank God.
You're completely unaware.
Just
You
cripple
see
myself.
her. You see her doing something and looking at you. Probably a little uncomfortable, but
You see me turn into a spider before, Goss, so this isn't. And then I go up the wall.
Yep, you begin to climb up the wall. It doesn't take very much time for you to get up there, and then find somewhere to hook the grappling hook. And when you get
I
up
hooked the
top,
grappling hook in.
you can see the dudes. They're just a little further out in the quote unquote in the basin, like the precipice of where it starts to get watery.
I give him a friendly wave.
They don't seem to be looking behind them. They are looking out. Some of them are making gestures, pointing. They seem to be conversing amongst themselves.
Well, we're on top of a waterfall. Even if I tried to make noise, it wouldn't hear me. I help my friends up.
Yep. Waterfalls
Yeah,
are
I'll
very
give you
loud.
I'll give you a magic weapon when I get up there.
Okay. If they're far, like you said, this is the one time I get to snipe in this entire game.
It's up to you. But the rest of the party begins to make their way up the cliff. I won't make you guys roll for anything since you guys are essentially taking your time, helping each other, using tools. Takes a couple minutes, but you guys do eventually get to the top of.
Asa's just the last one up, and all she does is just tie the rope around her waist. And you guys just haul her up. She just hangs there.
Yep, essentially the top of the Adani Basin.
Nice.
Once you get up there, I need to actually roll for the weather today to see
Oh no!
how good your vision is.
It's perfect weather.
We'll see.
Nice and
2,
warm.
6, and a 1.
Ugh.
So 2, it is normal temperature, a fairly cool 80 degrees.
Balmy 80 degrees out in southern Chult here.
Humidity, also normal,
like-
only
Like
Like-
Western.
slightly damp. And 1, only an occasional light drizzle or mist. So it is a relatively calm and clear day, which means you guys can, not in great detail, but you guys can actually see out for several days across the. Where's the drawing tool? The Aldani Basin. I will kind of do my best to replicate. Oh, nope. That's not what I wanted. Didn't want to draw a square.
Oh, map moved.
Earthquake?
Ah!
Till we all fall off back into the
There
water.
we go.
Yippee! The Kraken comes. Or the Dragon Turtle. You didn't pay the toll.
While everybody else is looking out, Goss is going to refocus. And
Okay,
get back a little
Uh-oh.
bit.
Uh-oh.
Uh,
Hey, it was dark.
It keeps putting me on a freaking like square when I'm trying to do freehand.
You got freehand selected?
Yes, it's the
Oh,
same.
weird.
It's the same as like reveal light or reveal
Oh.
light, and then like it makes more shadows.
Yeah, I've never had that issue with the paint tool. Weird.
Whoa, we know the river goes so far.
Ah.
Would not connect to wherever we're going.
Oh.
This isn't the river. This is just the edge of the basin.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a big bowl.
Yeah, it gets bigger. But yeah, that is essentially what you see. This is, as I said, not the river. This is essentially the edge of the basin for the most part, where the watery bits are separated from the mostly dry bits. And a little further past the dry bits, you can see the jungle begin to pick back up. And with it being a relatively clear day from your guys' position, you can see a couple things.
Ooh.
And since we're
In this
getting
direction,
trees, then.
you can see almost like another mountain. It's,
knew it.
But it's not a typical mountain. It's not a peaked mountain. It looks almost like a pillar of sheer vertical cliffs. And
Like
then
a
out
big
this
plateau?
way, and out this way, you see a floating island.
Ooh.
Several days away, up in the You think it might be some sort of mirage, maybe clouds are blocking the top of the mountain. But no, you sit there and look at it for a few minutes, and there is very distinctly a massive hunk of earth that's just floating in the air.
I want to check that out.
That's
kinda,
cool.
yeah, no, I kind of want. Fuck Mombasa.
How-
I want to go to that.
How high in the air?
Let me check real quick.
Oh, we gotta go to Kirsabal to get our fucking bird friends to get us up there. Let's go.
You might not be able to get an accurate read on distance since you guys are several days away.
Right.
from
She's
it,
just like
but-
she's just trying to like gauge from like the tops of trees, like the island, just trying to vaguely guesstimate.
Do your math.
You would give an average of maybe about 100 feet.
Oh, come on, we can make that. Everybody on each other's shoulders.
I mean, if we ascend to the treetops and then like throw a grappling hook, we can tie ropes together for like 150 feet plus.
Can you throw a rope 70 foot up? Like, just assuming from the treetops, if like, we find a tall one at 30.
I maybe could.
To
Yeah.
Seven.
to give a sort of like, I guess, height reference, while the floating island is well at least 100 feet in the air, this plateau over here, you think it might be a couple hundred feet, if not even more. It's pretty high.
All right.
But yeah,
And so that plateau looks like, looking at like the plateau and looking at the map, we think that's Mabala.
it
Probably.
could be. It seems to be about the same sort of region and distance, given your best guesstimation.
Okay.
Shall we get moving?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys have a couple options. The dudes
Yeah, we should probably talk to the
who
druids.
are in front of you, they're a little distance
Eco-terrorists.
away from you, and they seem to be more or less scouting, expeditioning, something similar to what you guys are. None of them have taken notice of you because they weren't expecting people to essentially follow up behind them over the waterfall. But yeah, they seem to be looking around, getting a lay of the land.
All right. Well, I guess let's catch up with them and see if they have any good information.
Charge
All right. You begin to make your way up to them. Presumably, since you are being non-hostile, you make yourselves well known and approach loudly. Yeah, you startle them by yelling at them, but they turn around and they see individuals. They're a little perplexed, but seeing as you don't seem to be aggressive, don't have any weapons drawn, they give you a friendly hello. It's like, oh, hello. Hi.
Hello, Mario.
Hello there. We are the Bee Gees. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Hi.
One of them says, it's nice to meet you too. And they go to shake your hand.
Also shakes the hand.
All right. It's a pretty, well-worn hand. It's very calloused, very outdoorsy type. But they go, hello. We're not familiar with the Bee Gees, I guess you said your name was. We're just out here exploring. What are you guys doing out here? If you don't mind me asking.
We were hoping to head up to Mambala.
He goes, oh. You sure?
Well, that's honestly one of the reasons why we stopped you guys. We were just wanting to know if you had any information about it.
We know a little bit about Imbala. What do you want to know?
Anything, because we
Everything
know
you know.
nothing.
What's they?
Well,
Is a good stat.
we don't know much. He kind of points out to the plateau, confirming that is Imbala. He's like, as you can kind of tell, that's a steep climb. It's hard to get up there, but according to rumors, there was a civilization that lived at top of the plateau. There was a village called Imbala. Uh, haven't heard of really anyone coming from or to the village, and anyone trying to get to it is met with not only the dangers of climbing, but also the dangers of seemingly its true inhabitants, the Terra folk, very aggressive. So,
Sauron.
so I'm not sure if it's worth the expedition. No telling what's actually up there other than aggressive flying lizard people.
All right.
Yeah, it doesn't sound too nice.
And there's a couple other things that we just wouldn't mind seeing if you know anything about. Do you know anything about the Sohn sisters?
Uh, he goes, a kid's boogeyman tale.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. All right. And then what about the Ring of Winter?
See, Ring of Winter. Who these
Maybe not the
guys?
Ring of Winter. What the guy who has it? Keep telling everybody the Ring of
They
Winter. It's a
know
valuable
not
thing.
of the Ring of Winter.
All right. And then it's probably a long shot, but I'll also ask him about the chalice.
The chalice. One of them has heard of the chalice.
Oh.
He kind of, the other four are like, no, no, no. But one guy's like, I've heard that name before, and he begins to sort of tell you that there was once a king, and this chalice was essentially the declaration of who was king. Like, instead of a crown, like medieval knights and stuff had,
Mm-hmm.
this Cheltian civilization had a cup, and that whoever had the cup, that was the declaration of they were king.
All right.
But
And
that's
then,
all he knows about it.
Okay, like no general location or anything like that,
General
or like
location.
on where like the where
Ah,
like the castle and or city was and whatnot.
he actually does. He says
Oh.
that he remembers it being a tale from the lost city of Omu.
Oh,
And anyone who is a Cheltian native has at least heard the name at some point in their
yeah.
lives. But
Yeah,
most
this
people
whole story.
believe that too is also a fairy tale. Some people believe it to be a long lost Cheltian civilization, like the first and the largest of Cheltian, I guess, kingdoms, if you want to call them.
Okay.
Uh, but that's really about it. It's one of those things that's like, you know, not quite like Atlantis, but it's like some people think that was a real place, some people think that was just a fairy tale. And that Omu is kind of in the same ballpark for
All right.
Cheltians.
All right. Well, what do you guys want to do? Do you still want to try and go to Mambala? I mean, there might be some pretty cool stuff out there.
I do have a quick question. You said that you had not heard of the Ring of Winter. Does the name Arcticember sound familiar to you at all?
They go, "Oh yeah, we know him.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah,
Are
that's
you
what
looking-
we heard too.
Are you looking for him?"
Yes, yes. Do you know where he is?
No, not really. We kind of run into him.
Roam off the cliff.
We've ran into him twice. Some of the other outdoorsy people have ran to him. So tales of him are getting kind of circled around between some of us. He seems to be a really cool dude. He travels with just one other companion out here. He's never been seen in Port Zaru, but from people running into him, he seems to be quite a nice dude, quite a helping hand. He's helped save several people.
Oh, well, that's good. His companion. What do they look like? Just in case we might notice them from a distance.
So Artis is some kind of human. They're not sure what ethnicity or nationality. And then his companion, they describe him as reptilian. Not Eruxi, not Zolgath, not lizard folk, not troglodyte. He's
Grung?
reptilian. That's all they can describe him as. He's like very much not a lizard person, but he is some kind of reptilian humanoid.
Like
They're not
a
sure what he
turtle
is.
person?
They go,
Or...
no, not quite a turtle person.
You
He's
mentioned that you've come across him twice. Do
Oh,
you
yes.
recall where?
They go, we ran into him along River Tariki one time, and then River Olung another time. And if you
Interesting.
look on your maps, you could see
Fucking
two
Here's
different
the ball.
rivers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
cross both of them, getting to Kier Sabal.
Yeah.
But
well, kinda. Suppose if we
but
make
that's
our way
just
back
where
up.
we've ran into him. Some of the other
Oh yeah, I
people
guess Tariki ends there.
have ran into him along random other places in the jungle. He seems to be constantly wandering about.
Right.
It's understandable. Well, fuck. I mean, that's some good news that he might be in this area. Or just anywhere.
Yeah, but if they've ran into him twice down in that area, then he's probably sticking around there.
Yeah, just a passing question. What exactly y'all doing out here?
They go, we're trying to, I guess, make friends is what you could call it.
Can I make an insight check to see what the fuck that means?
Sure, you can try it, or you can just ask him.
What exactly do you mean by making friends?
He goes, well, the Aldani Basin is supposedly home to a specific type of person's not the right word. However, it seems inhuman to not refer to them as a person, but we are
wait a minute.
looking
Okay.
for individuals who have been known to live here.
They don't
One moment
happen to
as-
have snake-like features, do they?
No.
Oh, thank goodness.
We do our best to stay away from those individuals, but
That's
we're
smart.
looking for the basin is actually named after them. They're called the Aldani, and they are lobster people, crustacean humanoids. Supposedly, the Aldani Basin was the home of their home, but no one
I
has
was
seen
just
or
thinking
heard
that.
from them in quite a long time. So
Didn't
this group
Wait.
came up here to see if we could find them, maybe establish some sort of connection with them, maybe hopefully recruit some of them to help combat some of the dark forces running around in the jungle.
above board? Didn't we meet one of those fuckers on the beach a long ass time ago?
You did not.
I remember a long time ago we discussed it while we were like going from Port Nyanzaro to Fort Balurian for the first time.
I don't recall that. I recall you meeting some cat people.
Mm,
I don't think we met any.
okay. I swear this is the first time we've heard about them.
Well, I'm pretty sure that it's come up in a conversation before, but I don't think we saw one.
Yeah, it might have been. Those cat people might have mentioned them. It was a while ago.
Maybe.
And these Aldani, kind?
We are
Generally?
unsure. Presumably, they were a very peaceful folk. There's no record of them raging wars against each other or other
At least not yet.
civilizations. Yeah. So,
Yep.
if they are still alive, we hope to find them and hope to befriend them. and hopefully induct them into the Emerald Enclave.
All right.
Goss isn't thinking this, but I'm just imagining all the meat you could get out of a person-sized crab.
Well,
Yeah,
lobster.
it's a lot of meat.
Lobster, yeah.
There's some big boys.
And no butter in the party, huh?
And that is
I mean,
going to
you
look
have-
over at Gossa just drooling.
You have the gourd.
Melted butter.
Have limitless butter.
Limitless butter. Oh, it makes limitless butter.
I
But,
can't. Well, it could be margarine. We don't know. Can't believe it's not butter.
yeah. But these individuals, they
But not
they seem
butter.
pretty forthcoming, pretty friendly. They're just kind of making small talk with you.
Yeah.
As you guys are
Um,
constantly having to fight off the bugs. It seems once you got up here, the bugs have gotten a lot worse.
Yeah. It's a spawning pool around here if it's near water.
Well, while we're
information-
talking, Zig is putting on the mosquito repellent.
Yep.
Yeah, Goss will dab some on.
Yeah. As you guys begin to lotion up, you can tell that it's mostly effective. Some of the bigger ones, still can bite through the salve, but it's keeping a lot of the smaller ones off of you. So it's somewhat helpful. But
All right.
these individuals, they, for the most part, they seem kind of unfazed, but presumably
Excellent.
they're some of those individuals that they've been outside for long enough that they sort of built up an immunity to mosquito itchiness. But yeah, they kind of just if there's nothing else that you guys wish to converse with, they will or ask them about. They'll essentially let you go on your way as they go about doing their thing.
Yeah, I think we've gotten all we can from them. All right, so with this
Yeah.
new information, do we still want to push towards Mabala, or do we want to turn towards Kir Sabal?
Well,
I
the Terran
wouldn't
people are dangerous, and there's lobster people down here. So
I
Maybe
don't
with-
think checking out Mambala would be a bad idea, but it's not like that we can't just leave if it gets too hairy.
Are you aware if the Terra people? I don't remember exactly what you said. Is this like their location now, or what?
Are you asking me to DM or these guys?
Yeah, I'm asking the people. Hey,
Oh, well,
tap 'em on the shoulder.
they know that they can kind of tell you that being sort of Natian and outdoorsy guy, you've heard several tales of the terror folk, but they can tell you that that's just like one of their perches. There's various nesting areas that has been identified as being where terror folk are sort of like
Yeah.
gathering essentially to make a commune, and it's just throughout the jungle. They're just one of the many native denizens of Chult. They're
Yeah.
one of the mainly non-friendly denizens, but they're just another natural part of this island.
Well, my opinion is towards this: we can go towards the flying people that'll fight us, or the ones who will befriend us. And Nadi clearly is leaning towards the one that's just like,
All right.
I wouldn't mind heading that way, and hopefully we can run into this Arctis Simber along the way. It sounds like he's a fairly friendly individual, which makes his thievery a little strange.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
yeah,
Alrighty.
I don't know if we'd have much luck bringing our boats across all the way to River Olung.
I mean, you could definitely try. It would make you go slower.
Long way. It's a long way.
Yep.
But we need to get down. So, if we're going to Kir Sabal, do we have to which side is the waterfall on? It's like toward Mabala, right? So we need to get down and go up the other side or something?
The waterfall is right here behind you guys. It goes down the river, making the river flow to the north.
Okay. Oh, so we can just cross towards.
From what you can tell, even though you are in a essentially high-rise location, essentially, it seems to be more or less a straight shot. Where's the going? Like this direction. Like eventually, you can see the trees and stuff out here, so like that blocks more of your vision. But I mean, it doesn't seem like there's another drop off from what you can tell. But
is there any more river that direction at all?
From what you guys can tell, you don't see a river.
Did we buy the boats that could fold up?
No.
Yeah. Okay. You
Okay.
guys got the
Full
two
boats now.
3-seaters. So they're typical canoes.
Yeah.
Could just portage them, but that seems like a big hassle.
Yeah, but we could also use them as shelter if we have to.
It's up to you guys.
We can use tents as shelters if we have to.
True. I'm not gonna lie. I forgot we had tents.
Yeah, Gasta's got like one of those mesh tents.
Yeah.
I mean, Zig, is there a tent in your inventory? If not, you can take a boat with you.
There's not a tent in my inventory, I don't think.
Oh
Yeah.
God! Wait, you guys didn't buy tents when you went back to town?
I have a adventures pack.
That should have a tent in it.
It has a bedroll.
Oh goodness!
So yeah, you guys have.
I don't think you guys I've been piss broke the entire time because we lost all of our fucking gold 2 seconds in.
That is true. Pretty body.
To be fair, it does not take, with how dense of a jungle, and how lush it is, it doesn't take too much work to make very simple shelters when you guys bed down for the night.
Yeah, I got a high survival. I can help you guys.
Yeah. You guys,
If
it's very easy to
anything-
make several lean-tos or a very impromptu roof.
If anything, we could always retcon and say, yes, I bought 2 tents for Alexander and myself.
Actually, there's a feat for that in 2nd edition.
Oh well.
For buying tents?
Well, for buying just stuff, it's that one prepared fucking feat. You can buy like adventuring gear and shit like that.
But yeah. What is your next tet for your puppy? What is your next course of actions?
I think we should continue out
Here's a ball.
this way. I don't know.
Yeah. We leave our boats here and start making our way.
Alrighty. Well then, Gossa rolled last, so Bob, go ahead and give us that expedition roll.
Hi, random emerald enclave. Hope you don't die.
So I D what?
A D4, please.
D4.
A D30, please.
I just pulled a
What?
stick out of my beard.
Alright, you can move the party marker 1 square. And yep, as you bid a friendly farewell to this group of the Enclave, they bid you a farewell, and you guys go about your ways.
Okay. So
We're trying to head this way. Yeah.
I'll move the boat out of your way. Alrighty. Now go ahead and roll percentile.
it's always great.
We're gonna have we should just
88.
keep getting boats and just putting them in random places on the island so we can always have a boat.
Where's the feet for that, huh?
SBB, he knows. He knows everything.
I mean, let me double check Prescient Planner.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yep. It's a fun one. I've used it.
Alright, one moment.
Well, it's pretty generous. It just says the item must be a piece of adventuring gear and can't be a weapon, armor, alchemical item, magical item, or other treasure. must be common with a level no higher than half your level, and its bulk must be low enough that carrying it wouldn't have made you encumbered.
Yeah.
So you could, in
You
theory,
could've.
have this, and then just like be like, "Oh, I just remembered I was carrying a boat this whole time."
Would a boat
Well,
make
you got to be
not
pretty
encumbered?
strong.
It depends on the character. That's what I'm saying. Like,
If only the bag of holding was big enough to fit a boat in there.
I mean, if you can get a wide opening. How heavy's a rowboat?
you know, it gives dimensions, but doesn't give like a bulk to it.
I'd consider it like what's plate mail? Four bulk. So I'd
Yeah,
give a rowboat maybe like 10.
yeah.
Maybe
10
8.
feet long, 5 feet wide, 3 feet high. All right. So after a day of travel, did anything
Yep.
happen?
Yes. One moment, as I was checking to see if I had a certain mini. So I'll just have to impromptu one. I don't feel like making it.
I hate how I roll.
But that's you can do that right now. It's easy.
No, but I don't want to.
Free.
All right.
Ah,
As you guys are journeying
It's the
about
swamp.
as you guys are trekking about in the swampy Aldani Basin,
I hate it.
it is infested with bugs.
I
not
love
too-
this map.
Proud Undrel?
Yeah. And you guys
Yes,
Yeah, we
we've
did.
had Undrel the entire time.
I did not know that.
completely ignored her.
doesn't work.
Let's see. One moment as I hand over. It says you can control her.
Yeah, but her token isn't that token. So if you could,
Oh, I didn't set it up.
Hmm.
My
If you go to
E.
edit, and then if you have your token selected, click use selected token.
Oh.
No, down lower.
There.
No, right below that one. The use selected token.
Yeah.
listen, he's working on it. He's getting there.
There you go.
Yeah,
Now save changes.
Okay. So you guys can sort of orient yourselves how you would like.
Which direction are we headed on this map?
We'll say north.
North? Okay.
There are now
Yeah.
2 silver tusks.
Yep. Nope.
Remove the old
Click
one.
Ah!
reveal.
Oh,
it makes
shit.
darkness. Reveal.
Gossa can see in the dark.
But,
Cheater!
Yep. However, you guys would like to orient
She has dark
yourself
vision.
in a sort of walking order. You guys
Undrel has dark vision too.
begin to
Pretty sure. No, low light. Sorry.
on this day walk through some of the Adai Basin. It's mostly wet, mostly muddy. You guys are struggling to find patches and pathways of somewhat dry land or dry growth that not suffer from boot rot. Now, along the way, you guys are constantly being pestered by insects, and you guys can actually see lots of wildlife as you guys
Oh,
venture
fun.
about.
If it's like all soft ground in this region, Goss has actually probably like removed her boots and is like stepping through the mud, giggling to herself.
Ooh. You're gonna get some diseases like
Yeah,
that, love.
That's fine. Something
I already
very,
have something.
very Gossa would
What?
do.
What do you mean you have something?
That mist we went into.
Ah, fuck. I got you too?
Yep.
Right.
But
the
Gossa
mist earlier.
Gossa's playing around the mud as you guys are trucking through. Oh, there's 2
Yeah,
undrels.
she'll put herself more towards.
Get rid of the middle undrill. I can't control that one.
Okay. But
Undrill's clone disappears.
yeah. You could see large quadrupedal beasts. Some people refer to them as dinosaurs or thunder lizards. You can see all kinds that enjoy being out here in the basin, grazing You can see ones that are like the size of ships with tree-like necks and tails, massive beasts. Ones that have like shields and spears on their face. Just all kinds of creatures. And doing your best to avoid them, they seem to not cause you any problems. You guys might have to fend off some of the more smaller, aggressive of these lizards, but they seem to give you no real trouble. But on this
Hayes
day,
Thompson Agnes.
as you guys are journeying about, you guys get a little too close to one of these trees and incidentally startle its inhabitants.
Fuck.
As one of you maybe accidentally bumps into the tree or steps on something a little too loud, like a stick, and snaps it. It startles the inhabitants of this tree, which seem to be very hungry. With a loud fluttering and whirling of wings and a cacophony of chitting and screeching, a swarm
Jesus.
of bats erupts
God
from this tree.
damn it!
And I didn't have a
Another
swarm of
fucking
bats.
swarm.
Yeah, I didn't have a swarm of bats, so I'm just using the mosquito. But
That's
with
fair.
that, let's get
Hold
everyone
up.
to roll initiative.
As usual, I am
Yay.
scouting, so everybody add a +1 to your initiatives.
All right, 14.
Oh, 15.
God damn. When it matters.
I have a 15.
Like token.
Uh,
Make sure I click initiative.
Yeah.
And that is a
control
17
initiative.
with the scout.
Alrighty.
Everybody should be able to change their own initiative.
Yeah, I'm trying to. It just keeps unselecting
Keeps
it every
updating,
time I
yeah.
do. There we go.
That's weird.
It's because it keeps updating.
Yeah. That's, you know what? That's fair.
Oh no.
Alrighty. First up
Damn.
to bat is a Noddy, as you are taken aback by this sudden break in the silence as almost like a grenade of bats just explodes out of this tree.
Bad
Anadi
grenade.
curses another day without a chemical fire. So best grenades in the world. Okay. First off,
Mhm.
he will use I was going to say free action. He will use one action to use the auto success for recall knowledge on a swarm of bats for menial information.
Alrighty. And I forget the freaking thing I gave you. Is that for one useful piece of information?
It just says menial. It's up to you, I suppose, DM.
So okay, not
Yeah, I'm using
meta,
my one auto succeed. Yes.
not meta knowledge.
Yes, so if
Thank
I
you.
used my recall knowledge check, though, then I could have done it.
All right. You can positively identify that these things are bats. Specifically, they are what people often refer to as vampire bats.
Ooh, bloodsuckers.
Yep. So that would
Alright.
kind of be the implication that these things might be able to drink blood.
Okay. And with that, Anadi will assume and say out to his party, they're probably carrying diseases. He will then
Safe bet.
use one action to move over to here,
All
across
right.
this log. And he will then use his last action to draw his weapon, because I'm assuming we all got a little surprised by this.
A little bit. Let me just clear out some more of the darkness.
Thank you.
And then the bat's turn. And the
What?
bats will do what they do.
No.
Swarm.
As always us.
No.
Oh, God.
So, yep, they use one action to fly to you guys as they are just whipping around you almost like a tiny tornado. And every so often you can feel them fly into you, land on you, bite you. I need the two of you to give me a reflex save.
Fuck. That
Oh,
Beautiful
I-
for me.
I am going to
Yeah, I
use
think I
my
wanna-
ear point Did we roll that?
I think I also want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Reminder how you wanted to fucking
We
use
gotta-
that on a boat.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey,
You're welcome.
he got a 1 and I got a 2.
Ugh.
Though I do enjoy on how my 1 was still a 12.
Yeah.
Hey man, that's good reflex.
All right.
pretty
So
good.
you both of you end up taking 3 points of piercing damage,
Zach, no.
and
Bad
you,
Zach.
you each have 1 point of bleed.
Ooh, persistent bleed.
Ungral.
Fucking scary.
What would she like
All right.
to do?
Reaction
she has, yes. She does not have harm because, as per her feat, or not her feat, but her origin of being technically a priest of Asmodeus, I switched her over due to the actions to a priest of whatever the fuck she is. So she has heal because I'm assuming she's a good person.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she does have some pretty cool combos in here that I've been looking up, and I was just like, maybe I'll look at those later. She will cast. I don't know if he'll do much damage with that. She will, on Alexander, reach over and do a Gossa special and cast Magic Weapon on his gauntlet.
Alrighty.
I have a question. Is disrupting weapons the same thing as magic weapon?
No.
So they could stack.
Yep.
Okay.
So +1 striking means you get an extra die of your damage, and you get +1 to hit.
Heck yeah.
And then she will use her last action to move here. Actually, wait, no. Wait a
Maybe
minute.
like right here.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking she might either step, but I also know she's super fucking tanky. But
But is she reflexive?
Yeah, it's a good. Let's check. No.
Yeah.
She'll move over here. She has a 7 in reflex.
And
She's got
then
a
we
six.
Very
go,
low. She's got very low reflex.
we'll go to Gossa.
Gossa is going to shout. Actually, let me see if I can't position myself correctly for this.
There's out something she can't say on Twitch.
No, I think I'm gonna. Bob, what square are you in?
I seem to be in the middle of a few squares. There we go. There we go.
Okay.
That was odd.
All right. Yeah. So Gossa is going to shout for Alexander to scatter, nodding her head northwards, and is going to delay.
Yeah, okay.
Alrighty. It then goes to Alexander.
How is this good enough, Gossa?
Yep.
Okay. We're gonna do that for our movement, and then we're going to make at least one attack.
Alright.
As a 13 hit.
A 13 does not hit as you punch out into the swarm of bats, and they all just seem to twirl around your hands.
Sure. Yeah. We'll make a second hit. As a 20 hit.
Nice.
It does not.
Really?
Oh, shit.
What? What?
A 20?
Yep.
Fucking me, shit.
Those mosquitoes had like 21 or something as well. They were hard to hit.
All right. So, Gossa.
That's not bad.
Yep. Gossa picks up the hem of her dress slightly, and kicks the mud off her feet, accidentally splattering Bob as she darts over here.
Okay.
Oh,
And from there, she will let go of her dress and channel a spray of stars from her fingertips.
yeah.
God, garbage damage. Give me a reflex save by the bats.
That's one below average.
Reflex. They will get a total of 23.
Oh my god.
Alright, that is a success, but not a critical success. So they will take 2 damage, but it is area damage.
Alright. So 2 directly. Boom. All right. So Gasa skirts around and lets out some cosmic fire to burn up some of these bats.
Skitty.
And with that,
Right. And not to be cruel, but did you take your persistent bleed?
No, he did not tell me to.
yep.
End of turn.
So at the end of your turn, take 1 point of bleed damage, and then give me a flat check. It's a D20 roll.
13.
You are still
Nice.
bleeding.
Ballin'.
Bob.
Okay. So are you planning on doing some kind of cone damage there?
I just did.
Okay, so you don't need to worry about it. Okay. Okay. So first thing, I am going to cast Dancing Shield on me.
Ooh.
So I have a nice little shield swirling around me. And then I am going to cast Inspire Courage. And with that, because of courageous events, one ally gains a status bonus from the spell can immediately use a reaction to stride.
Oh.
So whoever wants it can go maybe over here
I wouldn't go there.
or anywhere to maybe flank this Movo.
I run farther. No.
By the way, goddamn.
I don't
Zig
need
should probably go right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone go.
Zig,
Yeah,
take-
Zig, if you
Take
take
your
the
stride.
movement.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Having to overlay the minis on you guys.
Trapped.
Yeah.
He's trapped beneath the bats.
But if
Alright,
that's
so
everything,
I think each one of those was one action.
all right. It
Nice.
goes to Zig.
So that's awesome.
All right. I will pull out my
It's a cool feat.
sword, and then I will take. Let's see. I'll just take two swings at it.
Alrighty.
Does a does a 31 hit?
That does
I
hit.
hope it crits.
For slashing type damage,
I hope it doesn't crit.
Oh.
it doesn't.
Okay, good.
I don't think swarms are terribly. I think they're generally immune to crits as well, unfortunately.
Well, that sucks.
Because you can't target like a vital organ on a swarm.
Alright.
But you could hit like 6 in one swing.
You send
Yeah,
a
you can
mighty orcish cleave into the swarm of bats, killing several of them, but most of the bats still remain in a tizzy.
All right, I will take a second swing.
They're in a tizzy.
And that will miss.
All right.
But having an awfully bad time.
Yep. And then I will.
I believe that's all 3 of your actions.
Yep. That is. All right.
So at the end of your turn, you take 1 point of bleed damage.
Why is it all
Alright.
3? He only took 2 attacks.
I drew my
Hey.
weapon.
Oh, he
Yep.
drew his okay.
And then give me a flat check.
Of what?
It's a d20.
Okay.
For your bleed.
Yeah.
Hey, you're no longer bleeding.
Wow.
Yep. You bleed a
You're
little,
bleeding
and
up
then
everyone
your
around you.
orcish muscles manage to pinch off the flow of blood.
That's nice.
And then it goes to a naughty.
You flex your wound close.
Pretty fucking rad.
Yeah. Okay.
Gotta learn that trick.
Fuck, I hate swarms. I can barely fucking hurt them.
Most of us can't.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's fair. I will then use my one action to use the feat again, but this time I'd like to use it to make a recall knowledge check.
Alrighty. Give me that
Yes.
nature check.
So nature. So this I'm taking the +5 bonus, not the DC, or just the flat 10. So 32.
32.
Damn, I rolled high.
Alright. With that, what is 4 points of information you would like to know about the swarm?
the reflex save like that they've been making, I want to know if that has any like additional effects other than just bleed if you fail it.
Oh, you mean
what
their
their
attack?
does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Their attack is 2d6 piercing, and then you make a reflex save to half the damage, and
Yeah.
you know, taking damage gives you a bleed.
But there's nothing more than the bleed. It's like, does it stack? Is it like?
Nope.
Do we know if it does any of that? Okay. Well, now we know it's 2d6, I suppose. Weaknesses?
Weaknesses. Typical
I'll use
swarm
as many as I
weaknesses of area and splash damage.
need. Do we know the number?
The number is 3.
Ooh.
For
So 3 more
both?
damage if we have
Yep,
those.
for both.
Okay.
And is this thing immune to crits like Gasa said, or
Let's
something?
see. Let me click on swarm real quick.
Go.
I see
Should say.
immunity, swarm mind.
They might not be immune to crits.
Nope, it just
It'll-
says they're immune to precision and mind control.
Oh.
They're also
I'm good
immune
at
to
precision.
being grappled, prone, or restrained.
Oh, cool. I'll take all of those. What a good last point. Yeah. Okay, then. Well, if they're immune to all of that shit, I will crouch, hunter's aim, fire.
Alrighty.
So that was just one action, then these 2 actions. 25.
A 25 will hit.
19 piercing.
Pretty good.
Yeah. That's
Harpoon a few of them.
on 2d10, that's pretty good.
Yep.
2d10, no bonus.
Alright, you send a mighty bolt through the swarm, skewering several of the bats. It's
Yeah.
actually kind of easy to hit them when there's this many bats, but still.
All right. That's my turn.
Alrighty. Next, it goes to the bat swarm. And who
Bats.
do they want to go after?
You can only
Nobody.
get
They
one
fly
person.
away.
They die away.
Yeah, we disturbed them, now
Unfortunately, they
leave.
have to stay as a blob. So we'll just
Oh.
go through 1, 2, 3. They're gonna
Oh,
shift over
God,
and
I
go to
didn't-
Bob.
Uh-oh.
I love the idea of a swarm now condensing or changing its size just to hit more enemies. Less damage, more enemies. Oh, I love that idea.
Apparently,
That's
according
what
to
the troops
Tomko,
do.
yeah,
Yeah.
he
Okay, good to
informed me about the existence of troops, which is a pretty cool enemy type. But
That's from now on our troops.
I mean, could be. But Bob,
I'm good.
go ahead and give me 2 reflex saves.
No!
Oof.
That seems not great.
It's
It's
not.
not that good now. Hey.
That is not very good. 27 is pretty good, though. That's a good
All right.
one.
So first, you take 11 points of piercing damage, and then you take 5 points of piercing damage, and now
Oof.
you have 1 bleed on you.
Now I'm bleeding.
And then it goes to Undrol.
My headset turned off.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
That's not good. All right,
Still hear
so... Yeah, we can.
Yeah, no, I turned it back on. I
Oh.
just did that.
That's fair.
Imagine that.
That doesn't... These things don't attack AC. She's got so many things for AC.
Yeah.
Well, you took 14 damage there, right? Or, like, a lot?
15 or 16.
Okay. Then she will use she will use a first, well, she'll use her heal that she has because she's a cleric, and I'll use it at 2 actions. And because it's automatically scaling with her, she casts it at 2nd level with the 2-action heal. You heal 16 plus 2d8 or 2d whatever, so you're at full.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
wow.
then she will use another action to she'll stay near Gossa, but she won't stay close enough that they'll both get swarmed. So that's our turn.
Alrighty. Then it goes to Alexander.
All right. I think we will just stay on the pain train.
Bang and bang.
Yep, that
Yep.
doesn't hit. That doesn't hit. That doesn't hit.
Oh my god.
As you,
Undrill's gonna do the Gossa face over at Alexander and realize she'll never magic weapon him again.
did you do your weapon correctly as 2, or did you do what Garcia did?
They should be correct.
No, his
It
is
looks.
correct.
He's
Like
got a
the
plus
numbers.
10. That sounds right.
Alrighty. But yeah, you swing away into the swarm of bats, madly not landing any hits, and then go ahead and take 1 point of bleed damage, and then give me that flat check.
Bleed. 1 point of bleed. Oh.
You are still bleeding.
Son of a bitch.
Gasa.
Gasa stomps through the mud just with sucking footsteps. And then she is going to sing these guys the Song of the Spheres. And they have to make a fortitude save.
A fortitude. Wow.
And it just misses Bob.
Nice.
Yeah, all with them rolling pretty high, and thanks to their bonus, they got a total of 29.
Alright, but that is not a critical success. Which means they will take 2 sonic area damage.
Alright.
Nice.
With their weakness, that gets some extra damage stacked on there. And is that all 3 of your actions?
Yup.
Alrighty. Goes to Bobby. Bobby
Okay.
Hill.
I'm going to drop the dancing shield, cause that's not helping, cause they just go after you anyways.
They just target your reflex save.
Yeah. So I'll sustain the Inspire Courage.
Alrighty.
We'll do color spray.
Ooh.
Color spray these damn things.
Color sp-
That thing.
There we go.
So, I want to let you know because something your character would know. You're really only going to get anything out of this if they fail.
Yup, pretty
'Cause-
much.
Dazzled won't, like they don't make an attack roll, so Dazzled won't affect them.
Would you like to choose a
Hmm.
different action?
Wow.
I mean, I can't imagine that they have good will saves, and stunning them would be fantastic.
Well, maybe let's just go with Blistering Invective then.
It's a cool sounding spell.
Let's go with that instead.
Alright. Wow. Alright, so
Holy
they have to
shit.
Uh,
make a will save.
Will save.
Crit
Wait,
failure.
Nice.
They are frightened to, and they'll be taking 2d6 times 2. Oh wait, if it doesn't understand the language or you're not speaking language, it gets a +4 circumstance bonus. However, you rolled a 1.
Yeah. Flat one. So that doesn't matter.
Nice.
Yep. So yeah, they're frightened too, and taking that double persistent fire.
Alright.
Awesome.
And where's the 2d6? Go ahead and roll that 2d6 of fire.
Well, it is persistent fire, so it happens at the end of their turn.
Oh, is the damage different every turn?
Yeah.
Okay. So then
Yeah, it'll be whatever it's the 2d6 and then you just double the total.
Okay. So then it'll go to Zig.
Big will take some swings. That misses.
That also misses. Come on. No. Okay.
On those
An
days.
unfortunate set of attacks as you swing into the swarm, not landing a single blow. Anadi.
All right. Hunt prey, and then hunter's aim. 22 for 12, or
22.
21 for 13 because of Inspire Courage.
For 13. Alrighty.
That's my turn. Oh, wait, because I
math.
hunted prey, +2 to the damage.
+2, so 15?
Yes, I forgot about crossbow ace.
Alright. Bam! You send another bolt ripping through the swarm, clipping some of the wings of the bats as they flop down to the mud.
Nice.
It goes to their turn, and
Uh-oh.
being that their prey target hasn't moved, they're just going to stay where they are. So, Bob, give me
No!
3
Help.
reflex saves.
3.
However, keep in mind, Zach, because they're frightened 2, the DC is 2 lower.
Nice.
Nice.
That one. And
It's not bad.
Hey.
Ooh,
Wow.
that's pretty good.
One more.
Bob and leave these fucking bats.
Ah, that's not good.
He finally failed one.
I mean, he got a net 20. He got a net 20, people. Come on.
It's not good enough.
Alright, on the
That's
first
not
one,
good enough.
you take only 3 piercing. Woo! And then you take 3 piercing again. Woo! And then you take 8. And then at the end of their turn, roll their 2d6 fire damage, or persistent fire damage.
D6.
8.
Hey.
So 16 fire.
Ooh. Oh, boy.
That hurt.
Alright,
Quick,
and then
Zig, is
they
your shield glowing?
make a flat check, they fail. Alright, at the end of their turn, after they just swarm around you, puncturing you, turning you into a pincushion, you watch as they depart from you, and most of them just begin to explode and erupt in flames. Almost like you have some sort of toxic blood disease. And then it goes to
I'm
Undra.
imagining that scene from Rango.
Yeah. That's not Hershey. This is Hershey. She doesn't have any fucking hostile cantrips other than
Hershey's a fun
Fine
visit.
Lance.
I got it from Andy Brothers there recently.
Yeah, I think we could probably kill this thing in one turn. She'll walk up and start beating on this thing.
Alrighty.
Mace.
Excuse me,
26.
That does hit. And that is
Yeah,
with
for-
bludgeoning.
Yes.
Alright. Unfortunately, while she does hit some of the bats, they seem completely unfazed by her attack.
Ugh. But that doesn't sound too nice. No. No,
That
it doesn't.
doesn't sound good at all.
She'll try again. 25 for 10. And this is with the,
11. Because of
yes.
Inspire
11,
Courage.
sorry. 7 and 11.
Okay, with that, then she actually does damage some of the bats on both her attacks.
Oh boy. 1 damage and whatever else the team of is.
4.
Okay. 1 and 4.
And so,
So
that
5
would
total.
be all 3 of her actions.
Yes.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
To Alexander.
All right. We're just going to keep swinging.
Oh, correct.
Keep swinging, baby. Keep
There we
swinging,
go.
baby.
Woo! With a 25,
Holy
you
wow.
manage to hit. And what
Let's
kind
go.
of damage
Um,
does your punch do?
He has to roll another d10 as well.
Yeah.
I mean d6 for
Yeah. I believe it's bludgeoning damage, but let me check.
Alrighty.
I believe it's bludgeoning, right? It's like the same as unarmed strikes.
Alright. We'll just say bludgeoning then.
Okay. And then I have to roll, another d6 before.
Alright.
6.
So you throw a punch. It seems highly unaffected. and then you throw a second divine infused punch that explodes amidst the swarm of the bats, finishing them off.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'd like to think that there's just like at one moment, like all the bats line up and he just collaterals like
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom,
Quick
boom,
question.
boom, boom,
Quick
and boom.
question. What were the bats undead?
They were not.
Okay.
Super undead.
They were super.
Listen, they're vampire bats. You never know.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would make a
I think
great
Zig's
pun.
shield would have glown up.
Well,
Yeah.
listen, if they are undead, then I get an extra d6. Okay.
Ah, that would have been nice. Yes.
That would be a great pun. Vampire bats. They're actually
My
vampires.
gauntlets are constantly disrupting.
Alrighty. And with that one destructive punch to finish off the swarm, most of the bats flop dead into the mud, and a handful of others begin to flutter off into the slowly darkening sky. And you guys are alive.
We solved your
Yay.
vampire
I
bat
am
puzzle.
still bleeding.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh yeah, it's correct. Take a point of bleed,
Yep.
and then you will continue to bleed until you make that flat check or someone heals you.
We can
Keep
also
rolling those saves.
Hey, you made it.
Actually,
Hey. Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Let's fucking. Let's fucking
Alrighty.
go.
And we will go back to the map.
Big ball.
Alrighty. That was Bob's roll.
I believe
Yep.
so. My turn.
We've been missing from the boat for one
Yep.
day.
Two.
2. Feel free to move yourself 2 squares, any direction you would like.
So, anytime you guys want a
2.
very bad encounter, just let me roll.
And then roll percentile.
Yeah.
Because this has been 2
32.
days, everybody who's taken damage as
I
well.
feel like that's
Make sure
really
to
close to the
rejuvenate
last one we
yourself.
just rolled.
last one we rolled I think was 88.
Was it? I thought it was like a 33. Okay. Okay, yeah, it was an 88. Cool.
Oh,
Another
shit.
5.
How the fuck did that happen?
This time we actually die.
Finally. You know, DM, I've been thinking.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be Chult. It's not that dangerous out here.
You know, I was telling Zach earlier today he can kill Goss anytime he wants. I have my backup character now.
Ugh.
I won't outright try to kill your characters, but I will not try
Not
to
yet.
save them.
I have my character. Just the intricacies of the backstory need to be like panned out more so I can send it to Zach.
Hey.
Alrighty.
Like it is red. Mr. Birdman is out there.
He is a bird.
Well, he's not a bird. He looks like a bird.
Man.
Yeah, because he's wearing a fucking bird mask.
Birdman.
You don't know what he is.
He's a bird.
He could be a
And a
Ganassi
man.
troll, you know.
I don't think wait, no, they are in this version.
I don't know. We're on Faerun. They're Ganassi out there. Yes.
DM, are we actually on Faerun? I thought
Yes.
we were in some form of Pathfinder type version of it, if I recall correctly.
We're
Goss
still
is on
south of the Sword
Galarian.
Coast.
Yeah, see, there you go. See, Goss is from Galarian. We're on Galarian.
You can still plane shift. What the f-
Oh, I'm sorry. Do we have any plane shifters around here? Looks left, looks right.
Goss is not from
Zig
around
just
here.
immediately
Goss,
disappeared.
yeah, Goss is from the stars, all right? Fucking, she
Yeah,
probably got
straight up from the sky, bro.
Yeah. She's not supposed to be here, but she is.
I could make a character whose backstory is just they're constantly plane shifting, but
Ugh, that's lame.
A plane.
If they can't plane shift,
you
no
will.
plane shifting.
would you
Like
would you rather have infinite plane shifting but no plane shifting?
I heard you
Or
like plane
plane.
shifting, so I put plane shifting inside your plane shifting. But yep. As you guys continue your trek, your journey, if you will, along the Aldani Basin, the swampy, wet Aldani Basin. you guys, if you would like to reorient yourselves, oops, just going to keep using the same map.
I was gonna say, are not on that map.
Map.
My
We
bad, I forgot to
are
move you
on
back.
the big. Ah, all right. Yeah. So,
Squelch,
Alright.
squelch.
Do we
Which
have rests
direction
in
are we
between
heading?
these travel? Like these are a day's worth of hexes, right?
Yeah,
Yep,
each
we
hex is
traveled
a
2
day of
days
travel.
before this. Yeah.
So
So you-
are we resting in between these?
I would
I'm
hope
assuming,
so.
right? Yeah.
yeah.
Just making sure.
Everybody get your shit back.
You get more or less a full night's rest, and then whatever actual medical attention you give yourselves. And on this day, as you guys begin to trudge through the swampy Aldalni Basin, it's a little more rocky in this area, actually, surprisingly. A little more...
Monsieur DM,
Yes.
which direction are we heading? Because Anadi's usually the scout.
This way.
Yeah, sure. We'll make that
Okay.
your direction.
Done.
Alright.
I don't think Undril should be there.
She's a good healer in the middle.
Presumably...
Good midliner.
Oh yeah, that's a good way to get swarmed.
She's also got 22 AC.
Oh,
24 with the shield.
what's that reflex, dog?
It's
that
7.
reflex.
It's higher than yours.
I can't say it's better than mine, but shit.
Shit.
Shit. Yep.
But as you are presumably, leading the way, go ahead and make
Sure.
your typical scout check, a perception check, if you will.
Natural 1. Man, it's clear.
God.
Yep.
He is perceiving.
It is a perfectly clear route that you guys are
I'm
walking
slapping
by.
all these fucking mosquitoes in this fucking jungle.
Yep, they're
I'm looking
starting
like a Turkish wrestler with how much salve I'm putting on me.
they're starting to get to you. They're distracting you, and as you guys go about your way, you don't notice the unseen predator perfectly camouflaged amongst the rocks.
It's fine, guys. Keep coming.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who
Oh, which one of us is the guy?
is my victim?
That's probably me, bro.
Hey, Gasa, you
I
might
wonder.
get your lucky
I
chance.
was gonna say, yeah.
Oh,
I might have just jinxed Gasa.
Unbeknownst to the group, as you pass a seemingly inconspicuous pile of rock, something gooey, mucusy,
Ugh.
almost like a giant living booger, comes out and attacks Gasa.
That's not good.
She
Gasa,
immediately screams, "Ah! I blame Anadi for this."
Gasa
What?
feels the somewhat cold, sticky, goopy suction of something
Stop.
clasping.
All right, we get it. Okay.
Something
So
clasping
descriptive.
something clasping around their foot, and then you
Pervert.
feel a hard crunch as
Ugh.
something bites you, and you
What?
take a piddly 2 points of damage.
I take. Is that physical damage?
Yes.
Hold on.
I take no damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Gosa's like, "Oh, never mind. We're good. Continue on."
As you
Yeah,
turn
let's keep
around and
Just
see
stepped on a rock.
that your foot is stuck
Son of
in
a
the
bitch.
mouth of a giant snail.
I love
You
that.
you are exactly 1 square away from me being able to lib stepping you.
And as this thing emerges more out of its shell, its eye stalks come out and are large, bulbous, and spiky as it begins to whip them around.
No.
Let's get everyone to roll initiative.
No, you're kidding.
I am not.
Okay. Y'all don't know what this is?
I have
Alright.
no idea what the
Oh.
fuck.
Yeah, not
I
a
don't
clue.
play Pathfinder. I don't know what this is.
This is D&D normally.
Still don't know what it is.
Yeah. I don't know if they're
Happen to-
in Pathfinder 2nd edition, but if they
They're-
are, fuck yeah.
They're not in 2nd edition, they're in 1st edition.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
What is it?
You'll find out.
Yeah, you'll
Okay.
find out. Just
Okay.
remember those eye stalks that he just talked about.
Alright, first up
Okay.
is Bobby.
Oh, one moment. Let me run a little undrill.
Oh, that's right, you didn't put down Undril.
I did. Well, she was. I just forgot to roll her.
Womp,
22.
womp, womp.
Fuck me.
Okay. She also gets to go, which is not surprising, these things aren't fast.
Nice.
Why am I so slow today?
So, am I going first?
Stuck
or
in the
Riggs go
mud.
first?
Oh, well, it turns out you two tied. So who would like to go
Who
first?
has the higher dex?
I have a 3 for Dex.
What do I have? I have a 1 for Dex.
So Zig,
fine.
you go first then.
All right, I will step over
All right.
and is Gossa like grappled?
Yes.
Okay. Well then, instead of no, okay, I'll step over and then I'll use one of my actions to pull her away from it.
Alrighty. Give me an athletics check.
Pretty good.
20.
23.
This thing being surprisingly strong, but you do manage to break Gossa free from its
All right.
Nice.
suctiony mouth.
Thank you.
All right. Then I will bring my sword down and hit it.
Alrighty, do that. 24.
Is breaking a grapple an attack thing?
It's an
The
opposed
escape action
check,
usually
I
is.
think.
So, yeah.
I guess it would
So
be.
So
This
yeah,
would have a
attack penalty.
-5.
All right. So would a 19 still hit?
A 19 does not hit as you
Damn.
smack into this thing and your blade just glances right off its hard shell.
Guys, I think we
Spooky.
suck.
I think it might just be scary, whatever this fucking thing is.
All right. Well, at least Gossa's not in it anymore.
And then it goes to Papa.
Okay. So, like last time, first thing I'm gonna do is do the dancing shield and then inspire courage. And one of you two can take action to strive.
Gossa will take it if you don't
Yep.
mind.
That's completely fine.
Also
Goodbye.
doesn't want to die yet.
Sayonara.
Yeah, I mean, Jake's fine with her dying. Gossa doesn't want to die.
Oh boy. Not yet.
All right, and that is that it?
Everything?
Those
Okay.
two
Take-
one action
Oh.
things. I think those are both just one action. Huh. Cool.
Alright. We go
yeah,
to
that's all I'm gonna do.
Anadi then.
I will make my first check of recall knowledge with the
Alrighty.
+5 bonus because it's the next day.
Alrighty.
Is this a nature?
Yes.
All right. 31.
A 31. You recognize this creature. It is something called a very
Flail
unoriginally
snail.
a flail snail.
Yep. Okay.
And with that,
Oh,
can
I think I
know-
might know why.
2 bits of meta information about the flail snail if you would like.
I would like to try not to use total meta.
Okay.
Yeah, but Blue knows for D&D version. This version is totally different. So, first off, I suppose I'd like to know what is its normal attack? I suppose, or I want to know its eye stalk attack.
Its normal attack is,
Yes.
as you said, an eye stalk attack, which it calls simply a slam. It has
Okay.
4 of them.
Sick.
Oh,
Is it one action for 4? Because that's
see.
spooky.
It is 2 actions for 4.
Okay. And then afterwards, I'd like to know weakest saving throw.
Weakest saving throw will be its will save.
All right. Then one action hunt, and then one action repeating crossbow shot.
All right. Oh, wait,
A
you
natural
didn't mark it. Oh, wait. Is hunting your mark?
So hunt prey is just one action.
And that's the thing. Yeah, okay, that's the thing where you mark the target. All right. And with a 30,
Yes.
oh, wow, you critted.
Yeah, so that's that plus these bonuses. D8 plus, I think it's just that
Sorry,
right
it
now.
actually wasn't. Okay, good.
So 2, 6 to 12. Oh no, it's fucking 18. That's not 18, 16. Fuck me. My brain.
16.
One above or one below. Well, 2 piercing damage plus 6 precision plus hunt prey
Doubled.
attack.
Ah,
Yes.
okay. So you said 16?
Yes.
Alrighty. Boom! You send a powerful bolt into the goopy, meaty, exposed part of this creature.
Spooky.
It doesn't really make any kind of noise to indicate that it feels pain, but you
Kinda
got a
creepy.
good shot in it.
Yeah.
And then it goes to
Good.
Undril.
All right. So Undril will move up next to Zig and touch his spear and give him the magic weapon.
Alrighty.
Sword. But yeah, all right.
Sorry.
Cool.
Yes. Whatever your orc thing is.
Oh, just 3 different weapons today. It's fine.
You have a lot of weapons on you,
So-
Mr.
so-
Fighter.
So it's already a +1 striking. So is it?
Oh
now
yeah,
a
magic weapon
+2?
won't do anything.
Then I will not do that. I
it to
will
me. Do it
to me. She looks at you and she's less like, you get one more chance, and she casts magic weapon on
It's
your.
not a fucking storm of bats, is it?
She does that to you instead.
Oh, it's an axe.
Yep.
To your axe. Oh.
We're talking about the
Oh,
Zig.
sorry. I thought Alexander got a fucking axe, and I was like, oh, thank
Oh.
God.
No, I was trying to keep it.
I could
beneath
make it
what
an
was
axe.
actually
Sorry.
happening.
Yes, sorry. That's my fault. I didn't realize. All right. And then she'll use one action to. She's only got 25 feet of movement. Is anywhere in the water difficult terrain?
All water is difficult terrain.
Okay, yeah. Okay, well then she won't move there. She'll move up next to Zig. And that would be 25, I think, in that movement because of its diagonals.
Where
It
did she
goes-
start at? She took a
Right between you and Bob.
Oh, okay.
But this map isn't set up for
Yeah.
Pathfinder movement. It's set up for 5e.
It goes to the snail's turn. And I think I'm having this partially homebrew this creature on the spot. I think it's actually more fair if its quad attack is a full 3 action, so it will use all 3 actions to do that.
If it doesn't have, so like if it has map affected normally, it's balanced having it be 2 actions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So then for
Yep.
2 actions, it will get to make essentially 4 flail attacks. As
Go
well.
nuts.
For 2 actions, it gets to beat my fucking ass. Well, Ziggs, but
Is it moving at all?
It doesn't have to. You're right beside it.
All right.
But with its roll, it misses as this thing's eye stalks begin to whip around and then come down, almost like it's swinging massive clubs at you, and they all just smack into the mud. And then it will attempt one last regular swing at you since you're still there, and also miss as it makes a desperate swing with one more eye stalk. This is very reminiscent of another fight. Gasa,
Thank goodness.
All right, Gasa is going to gather up these sort of like swirling stars, like in her hands. She's sort of like gathering them, she's moving her hands around, and then she throws them behind her using
Okay.
a reach spell and magic weapon to enchant
Ooh.
Anadi's crossbow.
all right,
Ooh.
Interesting.
cool combo.
Shit.
I'll have to ask a question on my turn then.
Alexander.
All right. See, this is 20. That's 20. We'll go here.
Alrighty. You move into difficult terrain, but you.
I am
can now smack.
unaffected.
Okay.
Yeah, I have Underwater Marauder.
Lucky bitch.
Yeah. It's all good. And then we will make 2 strikes. A
Nice.
23.
As you swing in, your weapon scrapes off this thing's hard shell. It is a miss. And another miss as you just splash in the water.
23 doesn't hit.
23 doesn't hit.
Correct.
Shit. Okay.
Oh,
Then
well.
second attack then.
Bitch.
Oh shit!
That was a
Tanky.
25 hit.
A 25
Hey.
does hit as you
Okay.
muster up your courage and just pop, punch into his shell, making to manage to break through a little bit. And so
Is it
what
undead?
It is not.
Okay.
What is this? So 5, 7, so 12?
Yep. Well.
All right, 12. As you
You
punch.
don't add strength twice.
That's true.
Eh?
So when rolling the damage, you only roll your damage die again with the striking weapon. So you're
Because that
added your
7
strength bonus.
that 7 was a
okay.
3 on the die, and then it
Okay.
adds your 4 strength.
I see.
So you unleash a not flurry of blows
With
into
8.
this snail. Manage
So
to,
for 8 total bludgeoning.
8 total. Yeah.
and you manage to land one damaging hit, and then it goes to Zig.
Damn.
Zig will take his swings. Oop, if I can hit the button.
Crush.
25 will hit,
All right.
and for 10, you make a meaty hack into some of the meaty part of the snail.
Okay. And then he will do it again.
And you miss as you go to swing again, scraping off some of its shell as it ducks
Okay.
inside.
And then no.
Miss again. And then it goes to Bob.
Okay, so I am going to sustain the Inspire Courage, drop the shield, and then do Color Spray at it.
Alrighty.
Do you
Wait, hold on.
you want to maybe?
Oh.
Not hit
Do it,
Alexander.
do it.
hold on. Oh wait.
Wait a minute.
Hmm.
Yeah, you can hit him or you can hit him.
Do you want to maybe take a reaction to move somewhere with that Inspire Courage?
That's a
So that would take you another action to do though,
Oh, I would have to recast it.
because that what's it called? Courageous Advance.
Yeah.
That is a meta magic feat,
Okay. So I
and
would have
so
pretty much
it
recast
takes an action to use it, and then if your next action is to cast Inspire Courage, one ally who gains a status bonus can stride.
Okay.
You kind of.
Okay, I get you now. All right. Okay. I now understand that.
Okay.
All right. Well. I guess in order to do this without fucking up one of my teammates, I would have to drop concentration on the Inspire Courage to move first. So just
Alrighty.
and then do the Color Spray.
Alrighty.
So Color Spray
Let's
does
do
all
Color
that
Spray.
bullshit.
Wow.
But in this direction.
So it did succeed.
Damn.
So it gets dazzled 1.
No.
Mm-hmm. It's something at least.
Why?
All right.
Alright.
I mean, Dazzled's good, especially if it makes as many attacks as it does. It has to
Yeah.
make that flat check for every single one.
Go ahead and that's everything. So then it goes to a naughty.
Okay. Miss Gaza,
Hmm.
I'm curious.
Uh-huh.
I have a thing called Hunter's Aim, which does a lot of damage. Does this stack with Magic Weapon?
Yeah, because a magic weapon provides an item bonus,
Okay.
whereas Hunter's Aim is a circumstance, if I recall correctly.
Hey, let me just temporarily change this to what it should look like, and I'll change it back
I
afterwards.
can verify.
I would first
Yep,
like to
circumstance.
reapply my Hunt Prey, because there's
Alright.
nothing that says you can't continuously do this, and I will Hunter's Aim shot yet again using all of my actions, or all my remaining actions.
Alrighty.
Does a 32, this is with all the bonuses already in the roll, hit?
32 does hit.
Excellent. And only 12 on 3d10.
Is it a crit?
It's not a crit.
If a 23 didn't crit, then then a 32 won't.
Boom! But you send another powerful shot
Crack. Oh.
right into this.
Excuse me.
This
I forgot.
this invertebrate.
Plus that.
Plus
Plus
9 more damage.
Yeah.
Boom!
51 total.
It's the one
You
thing I
about
couldn't
blow
put in
almost like a shotgun hole through this thing.
Click,
Then
click.
it goes to Undrill's turn.
Oh, right. I don't believe magic weapon is concentration. So...
Nope. It's set it and forget it.
Yep. She doesn't want to get near this thing if it can swing 4 times in a row. So she will... Well, nobody's hurt as far as I recall. This one. Oh no, these are both 2 actions. Okay, never mind. She'll just use then her cantrip to use Forbidding Ward on Zig and the Flail Snail. So Zig, you have +1 armor and against saves against that creature.
Oh wow!
Yes.
Cool. My AC is now 22 and 24.
Nice. All right. Then she has 1 action left, and she'll just take a step back or 2 because she's not in range, just in case this thing tries to mosey on up.
All right. It goes to this thing's turn. It will do a similar thing for 2 actions. It will attempt to swing out 4 times, so he has to make a flat check for each attack. Correct now. Boom. All right, 3 of them go through. So then
No.
3 attacks
Against whom?
against Zig.
Uh-oh.
Zig's AC is 22 now.
And you will take a whopping.
Are any of them within the range of 24? If so, I'll
yeah,
use
just
my
raise your
reaction to raise my shield.
Alrighty. Reaction to. So he has 1 miss, you block 1, and then 1 attack gets through for
I want
10
to.
10
I
points
want-
of bludgeoning damage.
I want to give him resistance to that one.
Alright.
So, how much damage am I taking?
It
10.
should be 6, or it should be 4. Yeah,
Yep.
because it's 2 plus my level is your resistance to that
It
last.
weakly smacks
Alright.
you for 4 points of bludgeoning.
It's tanky, it just doesn't hurt that much.
And then
I
it will
say.
use its last action to
You
attempt
can take a step if you like.
to flee.
No.
It's
No.
just a snail.
No, get back here. But I already used my reaction.
Yeah,
you can take a
both
step.
used your action. Oh, that's true. Would you like to close it?
Come back here.
You're not going anywhere.
It is Goss's turn.
We're not done with
All right, Gasa. Why don't we have some fun here? Gasa is going to Vision of Weakness the
All right.
creature. Any weaknesses?
Oh, weaknesses in particular?
So Vision of
and
Weakness
ways.
says I focus my gaze on a creature and gain a flash of divine insight. So she reads the stars for this creature. I learn any weaknesses if it has them, as well as which of its 3 saving modifiers is its lowest. We already know that from the check he made.
Well, in
So
that case,
if it has any weaknesses, I get to know them.
you don't. It doesn't have any other weaknesses, and you already know Will is its lowest save. So no new info.
It has no weakness. We cannot defeat it. Flee.
Oh no!
Flee before it.
But no. So that was 1 action.
Mhm.
And then for 2 more actions, she is going to channel the power of the moon.
Ooh.
What?
Moonbeam. Oh, goddamn it. I'm going to spend my hero point.
Goss
Oh,
is
that
Pokemon.
doesn't- Hold up. That doesn't have my my bonus applied.
Oh, that's true. That's just a flat 16.
Hmm.
Yeah, I have a +10 spell attack roll, so that is a 28 with the bonus from Vision of Weakness.
28. That will
Yep.
hit.
And deal 9 fire.
It does specifically fire damage.
Yep.
All right. So you do hit as the moon somewhat waning in the sky, begins to glow and then emits almost like a laser beam. Death stars down upon this snail. And then the snail seems completely unaffected.
Ah, okay.
Oh, shit's immune to fire. It seems.
Quick, grab some salt.
Unfortunately, that is Goss's turn, even with that really cool action. But then it goes to Alexander.
All right, I'm just gonna start trudging. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, okay. Punch.
Punch.
Is a 23.
A 23 is a miss as your
Fuck.
fist scrapes off the shell.
Ugh. Damn it.
16 is also a miss.
Okay.
Son of a bitch.
For how
It's getting away.
For how,
This thing is impervious.
for how
It has no
bad,
weaknesses.
for how bad you beat that lizard man's ass, it's really surprising how little you actually hit out in the jungle.
Yeah, I know. I beat the fuck out of him.
It goes to Zig.
All right, Zig will walk over here so he's still on dry land, and he will take his swings.
I'm sorry, guys. The fight was actually rigged.
Does a 21 hit?
It does not.
Liar. What about a 26?
A 26 will hit.
Shit.
And with that damage, you crack open the shell snail, and it goes limp, falls over, and seems to die.
Good job. I weakened it up for you.
Thanks, buddy.
No problem.
He's just
Fist bump.
tenderizing this fucking snail.
Yeah,
Wait, let me put my gauntlets away. Fist bump.
you guys killed the flail snail.
And nobody was hurt. All
Yeah,
right.
basically.
Big steppy.
DM,
Yes.
May I make a certain knowledge check about the snail again?
Sure.
all right. Can I auto succeed for quote unquote menial knowledge? There's something specific I am looking for, but I'll be vague about it just in case.
Menial knowledge is basically just basic knowledge of the creature. If there's something specific you're looking for, something of like actual importance, you'll need to make a actual roll.
Okay. I'd like to specifically look about its shell, just to let you know, and I'll make a nature check.
Alrighty. I would even accept a craft check if you would like.
Well, sorry, lad. I rolled low.
Alright. So, I mean, you look about and it's a big shell.
How the hell did I miss that thing in the fucking water? Oh well.
Thought it was a rock.
Yeah, you know, listen, a lot of things around here can look like a rock.
Including
Be
rocks.
surprised. Yeah, including rocks. The worst.
The danger.
Watch your step.
Most dangerous of Choltian's predators.
Oh god. Anadi.
What?
He rushes off into the jungle. See ya,
We're going!
suckers!
Yeah, I leave him in the jungle and I go back to the boats because I can easily travel through the jungle.
You gotta get out of here.
I believe that was Darren. But then we
Yeah.
go to Alex. So Zig, make what is possibly the last expedition roll for the night.
No.
I got a 2.
It is 9:30. So if this is another combat encounter, it's probably going to be the last one.
And then for the D100, I got an 87.
87. And where?
Right
back
next to
to-
what
Yeah, don't forget to move your mini
Um,
or the party wherever you would like. There.
is that good?
Yeah.
And there.
You guys actually fall off a cliff. Are we still in the jungle? Is that
I am doing my best to correlate your guys' map to the DM map, and I believe if this lines up, you guys are in a sort of a weird area. You guys are in a part of the. You guys are technically in the jungle. However, if you remember, one of the brother and sisters. Remember, they said something about certain parts of the forest kind of looking like deforested and a little
Yeah.
like, decrepit. You're in one of those areas.
Mm.
You
Okay.
seem to have stumbled into what the book calls a wasteland.
Ooh.
And with an 87, oh, this could be fun.
I like that. That sounds great.
Yes.
That
Yes.
sounds good.
Yes.
Yes. Listen, I love random encounters so much sometimes.
I guess it's a good thing there's so many of them in here.
Mm-hmm.
All
Well,
right.
we'll talk about it.
So, Alexander, real life Alexander, Alex,
Yeah.
you got an 87.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and roll me a d10.
Uh-oh.
A 2.
If you want, I could re-roll it.
Nope, that is well. I will say you can either keep that 2 or make another roll.
You can double it on for the next person.
How bad is it?
It's gonna be bad either way.
It's gonna be bad either way. Well, fuck.
Listen, if it's a random encounter,
with
the lower
with
number
a different
might be
number,
better.
you could make it easier for me.
What does that mean?
Listen, if we gotta suffer, Zach's gotta suffer.
Okay.
Listen, bro, let's do it. Let's do it. I don't know what it is. DM said reroll. Nah, we take it.
All right. I'll do a group consensus. We got one for re-roll.
Nah. Let's go nuts.
Reroll. Go for a
I think
higher
we should
number.
die.
All right. Fuck it.
Oh my god.
Roll me a d4
Please
now.
A
Oh, God.
D4.
Yeah. Awesome.
Why?
Awesome.
Please. The
Could I
only
just
thing
give the
wish
party a
was-
He's
TBA?
actually just making us roll the weather.
I hope so. I hope whatever
That
this
would
is,
be
I hope
so
it's just fucking
funny.
scary.
That would be
That would be
so
hilarious.
fucking funny.
Got us all anxious for nothing.
You guys see coming out of the bushes 3 corgis.
It's fucking Dune guy.
3 of them.
All right, for this, I will make a mini.
Doom
For this
guy,
will
doom
what?
gal, and doom dog.
I am making a mini real quick for this.
Uh-oh.
Hmm.
We're
Whoa,
fucking
he's
dead,
making
boys.
he's printing out a whole mini for us, guys. That's so cool.
Yeah. I'm on Hero Forge right now. It should be here in
Ah,
2 weeks.
Oh, man, I can't
Don't
wait.
leave the call.
I can't. I have an audiobook I gotta do later. I'm sorry.
All right, we're almost ready. Just one moment as I pull everything else up.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh, that dog of mine. There we go. What would be a good... This one? Yeah, we'll make it this one, this map.
Back in the swamp one more time. No! No! I see what you did.
Roll me a D4. Now, do you want to keep that or double it and give it to the next person?
One more. Oh, one more.
Hit me.
I want you to hit me. All right, everyone.
Bro, it's fucking dark.
Yep. One moment.
I can see Gasa.
Boom.
Oh, I can see.
All right.
Finally, a whole map we can see.
Yep.
I love it.
Go ahead and align yourself in whatever direction you feel that you would be walking and how you would be oriented.
Well,
We were
Natty,
technically
go-
heading in that way, right? We were heading southeast, so yeah. Andra will be
Go there.
here-ish. Anadi's always the 15 feet ahead, so he can get that stealth bonus. Whatever that may be considered in this
This is an interesting map.
Yep. It seems that as you guys are walking through this sort of decrepit part of the forest, you guys stumble through, dying trees, bits of not quite desert, but definitely areas where like lots of large portions of the grass are dead. And in this area, you seem to be finding yourself through one of the many forgotten ruins of Chult. And as you guys make your way through,
You see a happy little guy. Just a
just a
good old
happy,
friend.
happy boy. Just a happy boy. As you guys wander through this area, everything seems, not quite right. But nothing totally stands out except for it's really quiet. There's the distinct lack of life. You don't hear any birds, there's no dinosaurs, no bugs. And then Zig,
Yeah, that's got a naughty on edge.
out of the corner of your eye, you see a glowing blue light. As you look down, your shield is erupting a swirl.
Fuck.
It looks like it's gonna just melt through your shield as if the light was any more intense.
That's not good.
And then
Boy.
from the sands around you comes a swirling and crackling as 4 massive skeletons rise from the ground.
Oh no.
Fuck me.
Oh no.
4 of them. Why is there 4?
Because you rolled 4.
It's probably a D. It's probably a D4 plus 1, but we didn't get to know the bonus.
All right, and with this, let's get that initiative going.
Oh,
Everybody get the plus 1.
Oh boy.
Yippee!
Ooh.
Yippee!
Oh my god.
Oh, fucking unrolled. Let's go.
Uh,
These fucking high ass rolls.
I'd love to, not be last sometime.
Yeah,
You're not. Zig is.
Well, shut up. You think I'm
where is
blind?
my
I can see the
fucking-
zigzags.
There we go. Ugh.
all right, is that everyone?
16.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes.
All right. I will say you did make it easier. Instead of a possible 3d6 enemies, you got a d4 enemies. But Undril is first to act as these massive skeletons. These things are like 8 to 10 feet tall. They're massive. They're bulky, even for
Love the energy you got for
skeletons.
these.
Yeah.
And so Undril,
Yeah.
what is her first action?
Boop. Boop. Finger over and touches it with a magic weapon.
Ooh, me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bob,
Also, Bob, choose a
please,
square, please.
align yourself.
what the fuck is with my kid?
And
What
when
do
it,
you mean?
when it loads you
gotta
in,
move
it-
yourself when you're here.
yeah, when it loads you in, it'll put you anywhere. You have to reorient yourself.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not on the tracker.
Did you have your
Ah,
token selected?
No, I didn't.
He should have a 14.
Yes.
Don't bitch.
Alrighty. There you go, Bob. Alright, was that all of Undril's actions?
Yeah. That's one action move, 2 action cast of magic weapon.
Alright.
Zig should have 12, right?
Gossa.
So,
Yes,
on a
16,
tie
12,
for initiative,
doesn't matter.
monsters always get to act first.
Oh. Awesome! Awesome for me.
Ooh.
Oh, we're all fucking
Alright.
dead.
Yeah, no, don't listen to him.
So, let's
Take a turn,
see.
baby. It's your turn.
Let's see.
I mean, if he wants to give me the turn, I'll go, but
DM.
Nah, I'll go first.
No.
yeah, that's fine.
Alright. On their turn, as free actions, each of them erupts into flame.
What?
Excuse me?
And
Excellent.
then they use.
I was hoping for that.
They
Take a
will
very circuitous route.
begin to charge into the group. And now we'll go clockwise around. So this big boy right here, he's gonna first make a strike into Zig, and then one into Alexander.
So is this tree difficult terrain or anything for him to move through?
Nah. I'll say
Oh.
nothing but
Big
the
boy.
walls. All the plants are like dead. So he will.
Well, I tried.
He will run up and smack Zig. And this does how much? Alright. So he runs up and punches you with a flaming fist that does 15 points of damage.
What did he roll? Because I might be able to block it.
He got a plus. That would be a 26 total.
All right, that hits. So you said 15?
Yep, 15 bludgeoning damage. And as he punches you.
Take 9.
All right.
Okay.
So give yourself some hit
Oh,
points
step
back.
out of there.
You can step if you'd like.
Step out of that, unless they
Yeah.
have reach, but
Hold on, I'm changing my life. So you said 9?
Yeah.
All right.
And as this thing punches you, you erupt into fire.
What?
And so you
Bitch.
will now be taking persistent fire damage.
All right. How much?
This will trigger on your turn, but it will be 2.
Okay.
All right, and then he will throw a second punch into Alexander,
That's fine. Come at me, bitch.
and a 22.
Fuck!
Yep. Okay, that's just basically on the nose.
Um,
You'll also
if
get
it
hit.
if it meets, does it beat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you will get hit for as well 15 points of bludgeoning,
God damn.
and you will also erupt into fire. And then this
Boys,
dude.
I think we should run from this one.
This dude over here, he will send 2 punches into a Nadi.
no, I'm a good boy.
What's your AC? 21.
21.
Nice.
Unfortunately, excuse me, your spidery nimbleness, you managed to dodge both of his punches.
I'm fortunate.
I'm a good boy.
This one will throw a punch into Bob. And then
What do you mean unfortunate?
I said not unfortunate. He said
Oh, I'm sorry.
unfortunate.
You know what? I appreciate you, Bagasa.
That one also misses both. And then the other one will throw a punch into Gasa and then Bob. Miss.
This is gonna crit
Miss!
Gasa.
Godness! Alright, Gasa's turn.
Oh, you missed Gasa. Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah, no.
So you guys are hurting.
We're alright.
Gasa
We're all right.
looks down at Zig's shield, who has told us at this point that it shines with when undead are around. She's
Yeah.
like, please protect me, because she isn't going to move.
Oh shit.
She is going to do a 3-action level 2 heal.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So this will damage all undead and heal all living in the emanation, which is a 30-foot emanation.
Yes,
So they
everybody.
need to make a fortitude check.
Yep, fortitude save.
Alright. Each of my boner boys has to make a fortitude.
Yep, that's everybody. And I will roll the 2d8. Come on, dice.
Alright.
Play nice. No. Will you let me spend a hero point on that?
Sure, if you want to.
Alright, I'll spend my hero point for this session on that. There we go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much better.
Alright. Let's see. Every single one unfortunately for you, does succeed their save.
Damn.
So that is
But
half
they didn't
damage.
critically.
They did not.
All right, then they will still take half damage if they
Alrighty.
succeeded.
So they all take 7 positive damage
And
as they all
One of them
erupt.
takes 14. So like it swirls out from Gasa like the Milky Way. It's like a healing energy.
Sick.
All right.
And it like
Um,
slams into the skeletons, like causing the bones to start to chip, but reinvigorates their allies.
And everybody else heals the 14, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
As long as none of us are undead.
Mm-hmm. Fuck
And
yeah.
then a naughty.
A natty.
But yeah, that is
Um,
3 actions, so she cannot move.
Fuck me. He's a fucking giant here. Shit. One thing that I have to know, because it depends on my movement, because where is that feat? Oh god, where did I put it? Here it is, favorite terrain. Are we still, because I know that we went into the basin-esque area, would you still consider this environment jungle? Or forest?
I would say for immediate purposes, this isn't jungle. You are currently in more of a barren kind of area.
Okay, so this would be... Okay, if that's the case,
This
then
would
I do
quantify
not
more-
have a climbing speed.
This would quantify more of like a desert.
Okay, I get you. So, first off, first action, I will use my... I'm not trained in religion, and these guys are undead. And I'm not trained in occultism either, so...
You don't know they're undead. You don't know their life story.
Oh,
They
I
are
don't know they're
definitely
undead.
undead.
I look up at the... I look down at his toes as they all, like, clatter against the ground. Not undead, huh?
His little,
Man, you got a nasty disease.
his little Toby Wobies.
Yeah,
Even as a-
you're
even as a
missing all your
skeleton.
skin and your organs.
Even as
Don't
a
know
skin,
why.
he has a ingrown toenail.
Yeah, I will use the feat anyways to continue to try and have a knowledge check.
All right.
And I will take the I'll take the +5 bonus, yeah, rather than
All
the
right.
10. Which skill would be most appropriate, DM?
Oh, if you're trying to use the book,
Yes.
the book will not quantify, as the undead are not actually a natural part of Chult. This would just be a simple religion or occultism check. You can make either.
I would like to take back my action, good sir.
Okay.
I would have liked to use the feat in the book, but if that's the case, I will step, and then I will hunt prey this
Alright.
asshole.
You
Sure you don't want to go farther?
Yeah, no, I had to step, so I hopefully didn't get my ass kicked, and then I'll run.
Alright.
5, 10, no, 5, 15, 20, 30.
Alrighty.
I'll help you guys in a minute!
Deja vu?
Alexander or Darren, if
Yeah.
you go after me, I'll give you something that'll help you do more damage to them.
Okay. I was planning on grappling the one next to Gasa.
Okay, as long as I can reach you, it'll help.
So do you want me to just wait until you go?
Delay your
Yeah.
turn.
You
Yeah.
can, yeah. I'll delay until after Zig.
Delaying. That goes to Bob.
This is good too, because I'll get Bob's inspire or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Inspire courage. Let's make sure to do that.
As Bob flexes away in the face of death, bolstering his allies.
I am going to cast Fear on this one.
All right.
Ooh. Let's see if that worked.
Yeah, let's see. So Fear does all this number.
So that is
Yeah, if they're mindless,
mental.
yeah, they might be immune.
Let me
Oh,
check
no.
what the skeleton stats are.
About
Oh,
to find out,
fuck.
won't we?
Because they're skeletons. They got no minds for you to.
Fuck.
Yep, unfortunately, they are immune to mental effects,
Well, shit. Well, that sucks.
which you learn as you instill fear into a skeleton, and it does absolutely nothing to it.
He's like, you look dumb.
You look whack as fuck, boy!
Damn. Now, me personally, I wouldn't take that kind of disrespect.
Oh, he's about to punch the shit out of me, I'm sure.
You do have... Oh, that would be all three of your actions. So then
Yep.
Zig.
All right. So I will reach over and grab Alexander's arm, and I will cast Disrupting Weapons on my axe and on his gauntlets.
No, they're already disrupting.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
My gauntlets are disrupting every day.
Oh, all right.
Well,
all right.
no. Here's actually the thing. Disrupting weapons is different from the disrupting rune.
Is it?
Yes.
Was
It
How
it
so?
won't. Yeah, will both work.
what's the difference?
Yeah, what's the difference?
Well, one is a rune and one is just a spell. And the spell doesn't say like, oh, it inscribes the disrupting rune on your weapon. No, it simply says attacks with these weapons deal an extra 1d4 positive damage to undead.
Let's go.
All right.
So when you hit with a weapon affected by this spell that also has disrupting, you'll deal the weapons damage plus 1d6 plus 1d4.
Okay,
Go
that's fine.
nuts.
All right. So that takes 2 actions, and then
And
I
I
will.
have magic weapon too from Undrill, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, and then
Maybe I won't grapple.
and I
go
will
for the
take a
smash,
swing on this one.
Alrighty, run it. A 27 does hit.
All right.
And so you have disrupting, so did you already roll that extra damage?
I did
Roll that
not.
d4.
Alright.
So 2 positive damage, which I'm assuming is doubled.
Boom, boom. Alright.
And that will be my 3 actions.
So you magically imbue yourself, your companion, and then bap, smack into this giant skeleton's ribs, causing several of them to erupt, explode. And then it goes to Alexander's turn.
Is flanking a rule that we have?
Yep,
That
it's
is
a
a
base rule in Pathfinder.
Okay.
Makes
It
it
makes the target
flat-footed.
flat-footed, which increases the likelihood of a critical hit.
Okay, so we're gonna go here then, because I can make it there.
Alright.
You're flanking with Gasa.
Yep.
She's like, I've got your back.
Alright. Yeah.
As she puts up the
Much
old
appreciated.
fisticuffs.
23.
23 will hit.
Okay. So it's that plus another plus 2d6 plus a d4.
Yep.
So
And
9, 16, 18 damage.
18 damage as you run behind this thing and just boom, punch it right in its ass bone, causing it to partially crumple. But it is still standing.
Which was the one that took the full damage from Gasa's heal?
This one.
This is the one, okay.
Okay.
The one right
to
beside
know.
you. That's
Is it-
most fitting.
How is it looking? Is it looking like it might go down soon?
That's really hard to tell. It's a giant flaming skeleton.
That's fair. Should I try a second attack, or do you think I should grapple it? Is it? It's on fire, right?
Yes.
I'd go for the
Okay.
second attack.
Yeah,
All right,
you gonna
we'll
try
go
and
for
powerbomb it or something?
Nope, that's not good.
Yep. As
Well,
you
I just wanted to stop it from
swing,
attacking Gasa,
and
because Gasa's a
yes.
heavy hitter right now.
Which does
And that's on
remind me,
that.
Zig, at the end of your turn, you take 2 points of fire damage, and then make
Okay.
a flat check.
So that's just a d20.
You're still on fire.
Cool.
And then
then I do as
Alexander.
well, right?
Yep, you take the same.
54 flat d20.
I have a question. Can
on
I
fire.
use my reactive shield for another party member?
I don't think so.
There's a feat kind of for that. It's a
Okay.
shield warden.
Okay.
It then goes to Undrol.
Yeah. She kind of noticed what Gossa did, and she finds that very cool. But she's a little concerned that maybe DPS race might be a better idea with other things. So,
Yeah, Gossa can keep doing this if she wants to do something else.
well, the thing is because she's a cleric, she has 3 casts of heal outside of her normal spells.
Yep. The
So
healing
she
font.
so she can do that if you want to do something else as well. Because
Sure.
I'm
I have
not
other
going to
stuff I
say
can do.
much.
Tear
There's
the bones
there's
out of
these
their
really cool
bones.
spell that you really cool spell you have called Bone Shaker, and I happen to notice these guys are made out of bones.
I want to try to identify their weak saves before I do something like that. But yeah,
Quick, DM, do these skeletons have skeletons?
Yes, they
Yes,
indeed have
sorry.
skeletons.
Let's go!
I will do the 3 action heal that Gossa did, so that she can possibly make religion or recall knowledge checks or whatever she has to do her thing. So
Alright.
3 action heal at 2nd level because she's a cool ass cleric. So boom.
She has a 19.
Yes.
And the Fortitude. That's the wrong page.
It'll be the same thing for everybody. I don't think anybody's taken much more damage, but
Wow.
everybody gets to heal this.
All right. 1 does critically fail.
really
Ooh.
critically.
Yeah. 1
Nice.
regular fail and 2 succeed.
That's fantastic.
So I will
Yeah.
actually let you pick which ones are which. Who critical failed, who
This
one,
failed,
please.
and who
Fist
succeeded.
Yeah.
fail this one, crit fail this one.
Crit fail this one, normal fail, and then success. So the one that's hunted, I want to have the normal fail.
All right. Oh, you give him the normal fail?
So crit fail, succeed.
Okay. And so this guy, so 8. 8
time he
times
died.
2, that's 16, right?
Yeah, die, please.
All right, she lets out.
Oh. Also, never mind.
All right, she ushers a prayer up to Saren Ray as a divine fire flower erupts out from her,
I have an
scorching
idea.
all of the undead.
Can I kind of back off that? If she's from Sarenrae, that's the sun and fire shit, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
In the stars and galaxies that Goss has made, I want all the stars to flare. Just
Okay.
yeah.
So,
as like
as-
her heal spell drops.
As Gossa conjures many stars to coalesce and bombard the undead, Sarenrae, Undril, bonds with the aura and causes all the miniature stars to explode.
I want it like a Gundam like anime explosion.
Yeah,
Just blowing
like
up, just-
causing a micro heat death right
Mhm,
here in the
mhm.
battlefield. But unfortunately, all of them are still standing after them.
Yeah, man, they took damage. That's all we need.
Oh yeah, they took a good bit of damage. And then it goes to their turns. And so this one, he's gonna come, Frankenstein and after you. And then he's
Does
gonna
he
try
have to
to
use more
punch
than
you.
one action to get to me?
Let's see. What's his movement? Yeah, he did.
Yes.
Nice.
All
That's what I
right.
wanted.
Your AC is 21.
Yeah. Don't hit me. I'm just a little boy.
He comes running up and goes to punch you, and you manage to duck just out of it.
It worked.
All right. This one
I'm
right
just a
here
ninja boy.
in Ziggs' face, he will use all 3 actions to try to pummel you. That will be
Shit kicked out of him.
he'll get 1 hit from that. So
All right, and what's the
14
total?
points of bludgeoning damage into you.
What's the total for the attack roll?
It would be a 26.
All right. So
That's what
how
he
many
got
points?
you with last time.
Yeah. This guy, he will actually focus all his attention into Undril, so he will make the 3 attacks into her.
22.
So he misses, and then crits.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's not good.
And then maxes out his
Ouch.
damage. So that is a
Oh, no.
total...
Oh.
One moment, as I have to math this up.
Wait, who's getting hit here?
Little dummy.
Undril, so
Undril.
she's out of distance.
Oh, yeah, that's not
She
good.
takes a total
Right.
of 34 points of bludgeoning damage as this thing
Oh.
decks her right in the face.
Shit.
There's
Right
an
in the
explosion, and now she is on fire.
Okay, she's below half HP now.
God damn, she's tanky.
She
And
is.
then this dude, he will throw a punch into all 3 of the people around him. So starting with Alexander,
His torso spins.
that will be 1 hit. Gossa, a crit hit, and then Bob.
God damn.
I believe that will be a miss. So then
Okay,
into
I'm
Alexander.
Yeah, hold on.
Yes.
Just liberating stepping the crit.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
So,
Uh,
Alexander, you take 14 points of bludgeoning as it socks you right in the
motherfucker.
ribs. Gossa,
So I'm resisting 6.
Yeah.
so this
And this
will-
is all physical coming through?
Yep, this will be a total, before damage reductions, a total of 30 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
And so, with your natural reduction and with Alexander's reductions,
they don't stack.
oh, so who gives you the
Ooh.
biggest?
He does. The 6 resistance.
Alright,
So
six,
24 points of damage.
Yep, and now you are also on fire.
That is half my health.
Shit, man.
Well, good thing you got that heal.
Goes to Gossa.
Well, if Undril's going to keep up doing the heals, I might work on doing the
Well,
doing
we
other
could-
stuff.
The thing is, we could get 2 rounds of heal in because you and Undril just took a shit ton of damage.
Indeed.
So we can get both of you to go for a heal.
That's probably a smart idea, yeah.
Yeah.
And you got
This-
smacked as well, right? You and Zig.
Yeah.
I'm doing
this might just
alright,
be a
but
heal
yeah.
bomb episode. Just
Yep, I'm doing another 3rd level 2 action heal.
We love positive damage.
I like how this technically not deadly fight is actually kind of kicking your guys' ass a little bit.
Did you say not deadly?
Yeah.
hey man,
This
Ah,
is supposed to be
eight.
not deadly?
Yeah.
those are 2d6, BB.
Oh, good call. Good call. I didn't scroll down far enough. Rolled worse.
Ooh, take the 8, take the 8. Take the 8.
Ooh.
Second with the 8.
Roll the saves for my 4 bony boys. And let's see. They have to beat a 20, so that's 1, 2. 2 successes, 2 fails. Ooh,
Okay.
Well. let's see.
Is he in range?
He's actually
Oh.
not.
Oh, so never mind the 1 save then.
Alright, so
So
the last one you rolled was a success.
So with that, 13 plus. I hate not being able to do math. All right, and then. All right, so yeah, 2 successes and 1 failure.
Alright. If I get to choose, I'd like this guy to be the failure.
Alrighty, it wouldn't have mattered either way. But all right, you, in a similar form, spray the battlefield with cosmic star fleckles.
Yeah,
That
it
heal the
swirls
allies.
around her faster.
Heals the allies, harms the foes. This one gets pretty hurt from it, and this is 5 damage.
I'd like to keep the 8 that I rolled on the 2d6.
Oh,
but,
okay.
Whichever
So-
you prefer.
Yeah, that's fine then. 8.
That's nice. I like that.
Very, very benevolent GM, Zachary. Thank
Yeah.
It's very kind of you.
Thank God.
You're nicer than I would be.
you.
We'll see. All right. So as
Was that a
these-
3 action?
That was 3. Yep, so
Okay.
everybody heals 8.
Cool.
So as the stars
Oh.
coalesce and swirl, all skeletons get bombarded This one seems to take a fatal blow, and it begins to seize up, and then lets out a horrific
Explode.
scream and
Yeah.
Does it
explodes.
explode? Oh my god.
I need Alexander, Gossa, and Bob to all make reflex saves.
22 ain't bad.
I knew this was coming.
Hey, but look at them rolls, though.
Alrighty.
Don't laugh at me. Don't say that. Don't act that way.
Why you be like that?
Yeah,
Nah.
why you laughing like that, DM?
Get some help.
Stop it.
Alright, I'll just
They're all
roll
safe,
1
right?
damage. And so this
Makes
thing
sense.
explodes, and thanks to your guys' pretty decent saves, each of you only takes 4 fire damage.
Does the skeleton next to it take any damage?
It's probably immune to fire.
Yeah, go figure the thing
That's
that's
a
on
good
fire
point.
is immune to fire.
Well, I mean, I was more thinking like shrapnel and stuff like that, because they are giant skeletons.
How would we know?
How would we know?
The man of bone is stronger than the man of flesh.
How much does Gossa take from her persistent burn?
Oh, you take 2 and then give me a flat check.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
I'm done.
you're all fire.
Good.
Damn.
You managed to put out the fire. And then we go to
Yep.
Annihilation.
Gossa like disperses the positive energy, and like she snaps her finger and the fire vanishes from her body.
I don't like this big guy. Step. Oh, I fucking left the game because I have buttons on my mouse, and that's my turn, obviously. I take a step, and then I
Guys, I
run
know
my
how to
F
win.
over here.
Leaves the game.
That's the only way you can win.
How to win? Don't play. And then I'll fucking just run up here. We're playing cat and mouse.
Alrighty.
And I jump into these bushes and hide. I can't hide. I don't have any actions left.
Back up against the wall.
Yep, you are now cornered against the wall. Just as I planned.
Well, I'm in a bush, so maybe he won't notice me.
And then we go to Bob. What does Bob like to do?
Well, I will sustain the Inspire Courage.
Alrighty.
Fuck. I would like to try to trip this fucking thing in front of me.
Alright.
Okay.
So if you would like to trip, then give me that athletics check. This will technically count as an attack for map reasons.
Okay.
An 11. Unfortunately, that's a no-go.
Can I hero point that one?
You sure can.
Bad. Yeah, let's just try that one again.
That's all
Hey,
here.
get worse.
19.
Hey.
That is a much better roll. But
And
are
it goes
you
against reflex
successful?
DC.
Oh, does it? I thought it goes against fortitude.
Trip
Oh.
is against reflex DC. Fortitude DC is for resisting grapples and shoves.
Alright. Well, in that case,
I keep
that-
a little sticky note.
Oh, specific.
In that
Next to my
case,
computer.
that is successful as you sweep the leg and the skeleton kind of crumples into a pile of bones.
Yes.
It's flat-footed.
die.
Not dead, just sprung.
I know. Alright, one action thing. Shit.
Hit it with your mace.
You could strike it while it's down. I mean,
Yeah.
you'll be taking the -5, but it currently has a -2 to AC because it's flat-footed from being prone.
Yep.
Or,
Or-
knowing the fact that these things explode, you could just get out of dodge.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast the Dancing Shield on Undril.
Alrighty.
Ooh. What's that give her?
It's just a +1 because my shield is a +1 to AC.
That's fine. She's now has 23 AC.
Little harder to hit.
Yeah.
Needed to keep
She's a
going.
beast. Alright. It'll be
That's
Zig's turn.
That's everything. It goes to Zig.
All right, Zig is going to unload into.
Move here.
Okay.
Yeah, I want you to go there so I can heal Gossa and still make an attack.
Okay. And a swing.
Alrighty. A 23
Nice.
does hit as you take your axe and chop through this thing's spine, causing it to crumple in half.
Oh no.
It vibrates and then screams before it explodes. I need Gasa and Zig to make reflex saves.
Nope.
Ooh, that's a bad one.
Fuck.
Rolling over you.
Alright. Gasa, you'll end up taking 7 points of fire damage. As
Oh, good.
Zig,
Not a critical failure.
Yep, as Zig only takes 4.
Okay.
That was 2
And
actions.
yes, and so I will go. Okay, hold on, math.
You're close though, Gasa. You might die.
This would be a good place to introduce my character.
It would.
Oh, okay.
I will go. Math or numbers fine.
Yeah, don't you hate numbers? Hate math?
Fuck math.
Fuck the division.
I'll go here.
Ooh.
Okay. Oh, I don't. Well. Ooh.
Alright.
Ooh.
Dead bodies count as difficult terrain, but
I kind of wish you'd go there because then I could go there and still heal Gasa and attack.
Undril can do a
Well-
reaction heal again.
Well, then in that case, I'll go there.
alrighty. Alexander.
Yeah. Okay. So then we're gonna go there. We're gonna lay on hands Gasa
Alright.
for 12, I think.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Hmm.
And I get +2 to AC.
Yes, correct. And then we will make our one attack. Does a 20 hit? Probably not. Or
20
21.
does hit.
Oh,
Because
okay.
it's flat-footed.
Yep. So then we'll do
Swap.
another 2d6 and a d4.
Nice.
So 8,
So 8,
14.
12, 14 damage.
Alright. You walk up and just boom, give this thing a solid blow right to, well, the bone pile that it is. But you can still tell that it is, quote unquote, alive. It's still
Yeah.
reconstituting its form.
And then I'm gonna tell everyone else to get back because it's probably gonna blow soon.
And then we go to Undril.
So Undril didn't make her fire check thingy last
Oh,
turn.
I didn't make my fire check as
Oh,
well, actually.
Yep, 2 damage for both of them, and then make them a flat foot. Alright,
7 does not do it.
that's a fail.
Flatfoot
Not
from Undril,
fail.
8.
They're both still on
Alright.
fire.
Okay. She cannot move because otherwise she can't do her 3-action nuke, which she can still hit both of these guys. So she will do her 3-action nuke. Using one more of her daily uses. Everybody heals. The DC is 19, by the way, DM. Everyone heals
Yep.
9.
Nice.
And yeah, and both these pendejos must make their checks.
Alright. Both of them succeed. But go
Oh.
ahead and. Oh, is it 9? That she
Yes.
does?
4 positive. If they succeed.
4 positive to each, and whatever else may affect them.
Alrighty. She lets out a microburst of healing flames
Not bad.
that somehow seems to scorch the undead even more.
Excellent. That's her turn, because that's
All
3
right.
actions.
It goes to this dude's turn.
Chase me, you asshole.
And let's see.
I shook my ass at him as I ran away. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Something interesting is going to happen with this skeleton right here.
Say that.
Don't say it.
As it begins to stand up, reconstituting its form.
Huh?
Ooh,
You notice that.
Wait. AOO.
Oh, 'cause
Zig
prone.
like to use his attack of opportunity.
If he
Oh,
wants to
yeah,
spend
it's
his
always
reaction.
Yeah, I'll use it.
Alright. That will hit.
Hot.
As this
That's
thing
a-
begins to
30 against flat-footed.
as this thing begins to stand
That a
up.
crit?
Yep. You
Nice.
crush this thing into a powder, but as it begins to, almost like it turns into black powder that immediately explodes. And so I need the 4 of you guys to make reflex saves.
Fucking detonating enemy assholes.
Oh wow!
Damn, Bob.
Oh, yes,
And,
Undrel.
Undrel. Yeah.
Good job, Bob.
Oop. 15 for Undrel.
Undrel
Alright.
can get a 6 resistance.
All right. So Zig and Bob, you will take both 5 fire, and
Okay.
then Alexander and Undrel will take 10 fire. But you
Undrel will
give
take
her
But Undrel will reduce hers by 6, so she'll take
4.
Yep. Then I'll go to 40.
All right.
She was above half, and then she went back down to half.
This one
All right.
will come stepping up
Uh-oh.
after abruptly changing targets,
It's fine.
and then you
I'm
see it use 2 actions to. It seems like it opens its mouth and does a massive inhale, and
Oh,
then
God.
a massive
Oh.
exhale as all
Oh.
the fire burning in its chest comes out and consumes
Oh
you.
boy.
And let me see.
It's 15 foot.
30 foot, 30 foot.
Did Silver Tusk, did she take the step?
Oh.
What would get me out of this cone? It's right here.
Did she also take her 2 damage and the roll the d20 for her fire damage?
Yep, she
when
just
ended?
did that.
Okay.
Is this a 15-foot cone?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Shaped
Alright.
like that.
So then she manages to step out of the way as the fire erupts. And now I need these 3, Alexander, Bob, and Zig, to make another reflex saving throw.
Son of a bitch.
Hey.
Son of a bitch.
Good job, Bob.
Bob.
It's the same roll you got last time, Bob.
Bob
How
will
am I not
take
dying?
11 points of fire damage, while the other 2 will take 21 points of fire damage.
Oh,
It's fine. It's fine.
I might have to do another 3-action heal here.
We're good. We're cool. Everything's fine.
Gasa, your go.
I'm now officially half.
Oh,
I'm a little bit below half.
before that, Undrel end of turn fire damage.
Oh, yep. Takes 2
Okay.
and give her flat check.
Thank you. 3.
She's still
fail.
on fire.
Keep going.
Son of a bitch.
Actually,
Gasa's turn.
Undrel, if Undrel wants to spend her
She's
her
got
actions
1 heal left.
healing, yeah,
Do what you
I
need
might
to.
hold off on mine because she'll go
Yeah.
before the skeleton does it again.
Mhm.
But I do think I'm going to burn my final second level spell of the day.
Yeah, let's go.
And I don't know how these all the, what are they called? Saves shake out for these guys, but I'm gonna target his fortitude
All right.
with a bone shaker.
Alrighty.
And this is the 3-action version.
Oh, that's the wrong creature. All right. That is, unfortunately for you, he rolled a success.
A success.
Yes.
All right, so it'll take 5 bludgeoning damage as gravitic forces grind its bones together, trying to compress it into a sphere, but not quite succeeding. And then even as a success, I can move it 5 feet. And so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move it closer to you guys, so that way you don't have to move to hit it,
Okay.
or at least Zig won't have to. So, Zach, I'm going to drag your skeleton up here.
Alrighty.
They can fall prone to prevent that as well.
Yes, it can fall prone to prevent that.
It's not that smart.
Okay.
But
That was all 3 actions.
It then goes to Anadi.
Hi.
Hi.
All right. I'm not getting chased. 1 action hunt prey, 1 action hunter's aim, or 2 action hunter's aim.
All right.
I didn't change the damage on that. Change that back to what it should be. And if this hits, that's a 15.
Unfortunately,
and if I'm in
that
Inspire Courage,
is a
it's 16.
miss.
That's my turn then.
Alrighty. Bob.
Kept him away for 2 turns at the very least.
Alright. So I will keep sustaining the Inspire Courage. And I am going to do a 2-action magic missile.
Alrighty. So roll 2d4 plus 2.
Right. Oh, I forgot a bracket.
Yeah. Extra bracket.
Womp womp.
It was close. That was the one try you get.
Hey,
That's your turn.
hey. There.
Alright.
There you go.
So you
Worst.
flex and boom, boom, send out 2 magical bolts that look like punching fists as you bap bap punch this thing with the left right. You do some damage
much
to it,
damage.
but it is still standing.
Yeah, that one doesn't help.
Zig,
Mm-hmm.
your go.
All right. Zig will swing on the big skelly man.
Alrighty.
Uh.
A 26 does hit as you smack this guy for a good 14 points of damage.
And plus
Two
the
positive.
2. Yep, 2 positive.
Plus 2 more. As you smack this thing, knocking a large section of bones, sending them
All
flying.
right. Going again.
With an 18 plus 1, that is
Um,
just enough to hit.
Alrighty.
And
So
with
it'd be the 14 plus 4 positive.
And with that, you come back around and smack this thing as it begins to crumple and falls to the ground.
And only you're in
that-
the fire of it exploding.
Well, it doesn't explode because it used its
Oh.
fire to breathe
Oh.
fire.
Ah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And
That's
so
cool.
with that, it looks like the combat is over.
Oh,
I am so happy I was finally able to use my undead specific stuff.
Right?
if only
You
it
know,
activated
I've
when
been
it was
putting-
100 feet away.
I've been putting a disrupting rune on my fucking gauntlets at the start of every day for like 2 months. And we haven't had a single undead encounter.
I know,
I
you
think
guys
we
have
might
just
be
been
in more undead area now.
Yeah, you guys just haven't been really rolling undead.
Yeah.
But and there are different ratios for different environments. So the ratio
Yeah, I can't believe we
encounters
got out of
change
this
per environment.
Unscathed.
But
So Zach, what was
Yes.
the D10 for?
oh, so you rolled skeletons, and for the undead section, they each have a subsection of what undead specifically you were rolling for. So, with your first roll, it could have been 3d6 zombies, but then I allowed you a reroll, which you took and turned it into 1d4 ogre skeletons.
Plus
Much
1d4
better
plus
than-
1?
that was such. I'm so thankful you let me re-roll that.
I
Much
actually think
easier
the
to
zombies
use
might have been
zombies.
easier.
I also
Well-
think the zombies might have been easier. I think the heals could have actually one-shot
Yeah,
the zombies.
The
I
heals
think
would
it
have
would've been-
popped zombies like they were pimples.
Would have
Maybe.
been harder for the DM to move them all on that one turn, though.
Yes.
Yeah. It's still
Well,
not the
They're all
encounter.
slow. They all only have 2 actions.
Yeah.
God,
I don't
doesn't
know.
that.
I don't know. I think Alexander would have tore through some fucking zombies.
Oh yeah.
It's still not
Oh, well.
the undead
Okay.
encounter I wanted you guys to have, but
We'll
it's still fun.
one.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Listen, you're the DM. You can say that this random encounter is the one that you planned the whole time.
but that's not fair.
Yeah, it is. You're the DM.
I
Everything's
Who?
fair.
You're God.
But
I really need to get to level 6 and unlock my advanced revelation spell.
as the quiet settles down from the combat with these skeletons, the
Okay.
party hears a faint cackling laugh
Own sisters.
That kind of echoes around, coming from various directions, and you
If
can
you're
see
saying I hear it, I hunt prey.
a yellowish fog sort of begins to coalesce and surround the area that you're in.
Go
And with
mask.
that, we'll call it an evening.
No,
Yeah.
no, no.
Yeah.
I hate it when you do this. I hate D&D, damn it.
You whore! I swear to God.
But yeah,
You harlot.
I'm a slut for cliffhangers. Fuck you.
yeah, everyone is. That's why they work so well. But hopefully everyone will be good for next Friday, the 10th. And
Should be.
I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's session.
Yeah.
Damn.
Next
It was
Friday I am
so
good
good.
for, but the 17th I will be going out of town to Chicago, so I
Alrighty.
don't know when I'll be back.
Alrighty.
Bitch.
But I'll do my best to get back in time for 6. I may be a couple minutes late because we're going to the Shed Aquarium, and our time is at 9 a.m. So drive and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
we should be back in time, but I'll keep you updated.
Alrighty.
Man, I need some better fucking armor.
Yeah.
There's no reason I should have a fucking 21 AZ.
I mean, that's what I have.
Yeah.
I know,
we?
but I have like fucking patchwork armor.
Yeah, did we not get you better armor when we were
No.
No.
I am
Completely
piss broke.
neglected.
You should have said
We-
something. We could have
Yeah,
got you
that
armor.
should have been. We should have gotten you that before we got the Staff of Healing.
I think the Staff of Healing is probably better.
Well,
Mm,
it's a matter
it
of
does have an
perspective.
extra heal.
But before we end the stream and release you guys into the night, is there any other question, comments, concerns, statements?
Why are you so cute?
Aw.
Yeah.
Damn,
What's
bitch,
up with
I
that
got all
myth?
that ass.
When's the level up?
Shut
True.
up.
Now we just
Not
defeated a
now.
bunch of fucking giant ogre skeletons.
In a couple
that's
more
easy.
sessions.
Beans.
But yep.
I will need you to tell me what her domain is so I can put a focus spell on her.
All right.
On drill, but I'll let you take your time to decide that.
We could just say fire.
Oh, sick.
Saren Ray gives access to Fire, Healing, Sun, or Truth domains.
All right, I'll look at those. Probably-
I guess fire.
Probably choose fire.
But
Sun's
Fire
pretty-
sounds cool.
thank you all for tuning in. Who all is watching this now or in the future? I hope you guys have been enjoying watching this as these guys have been enjoying playing it. And with
Yeah.
that, we will call that the stream. Good night, everyone.
Night.
Night.
Hate you.